Hello, you're watching Stretford Paddock. We're here for Boxing Day fixture. It's a bit carnage in here. I'm joined by Ronaldo. How you doing? Ronaldo the red-nosed reindeer, that is. Merry Christmas.
I'm starving, that's all.
Oh, yeah. You got some food on the way. And joined by Alex as well.
All right.
Your presenter and producer and maybe statistician as well today.
And social media
it's
person.
It's just the three of us. Well, actually, my dad's off camera.
Yeah.
But in terms of people working here...
It feels a bit weird, doesn't
there's
it?
There's
no one there.
There's no one actually doing the stuff. So we're going to have to run in a minute, start the timer for the game at the bottom here.
That one.
And then we're going to have to run back. He's going to run out and get some food.
Could be a bit of chaos
Basically,
today.
dedication.
Everyone's at home pissed anyway. They don't care.
No.
They just want to see the lads having a laugh, and that's what they're going to see.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's just...
We can't bring any team news up. There's no team news options. We can read it out. Let's go through the team, eh?
Yeah.
I'm too hot. I'm leaving it on. Go on. What we got? In net.
De Gea.
David De Gea. Right back, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw. Then a midfield pairing of McTominay and Fred. Then we've got someone else, Greenwood, Andreas, and Rashford in behind Martial. We've got a tweet out. Let's do a tweet. Alex.
Let's do a tweet.
Yeah, Alex is going to do a tweet and make sure people come and watch.
And Joe's going to do a swipe up or something.
I'm going to do a swipe up as well.
Yeah.
This is all fun. You see him behind the curtain here. Not that there is a curtain.
But
it's more of a metaphorical curtain that we pretend exists. How are you doing, Ronaldo? You had a good Christmas,
you
mate?
might need to keep talking about Ronaldo whilst we...
Yeah, you're going to have to do a bit of filling. Tell us about your Christmas.
My auntie from Florida came over.
Oh, yeah.
So, extended the fam.
Mm-hmm.
Had all the food you can possibly imagine. I didn't have much, though. Because I was sick.
You were sick on Christmas Day?
As in...
We're doing a swipe up.
Basically, my idea of being sick is when my appetite's not extremely high.
Right, so you got the same idea of being sick as a Labrador.
Yeah.
Basically. Oh, he's not been eating.
He's been eating grass.
Any other Ronaldo in the back eating grass. Yeah, you've been.
You were eating grass.
You're going vegan, aren't you? 40
experiment.
kilograms of grass a day you were eating, weren't you?
Yeah.
That was the plan. The gorilla diet is gone for. Have you gone off that?
I'm starting at New Year.
Right.
New Year.
Which year? 2020, or are you just leaving that purposely open-ended there?
Open-ended.
Open-ended 2021. Who cares?
Can't live life arbitrary and all that.
No, it's difficult, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be spontaneous. So who knows? I might be vegan tomorrow.
You might be vegan tomorrow.
I know, and you won't be. So
someone said in the comments, Dave, you've been stealing Steve's Red Bull. Absolutely, you are.
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, is that you didn't bring your own?
What are you gonna do?
We've got loads of. We can't pan across because we've got,
A full bar next to us.
but we've got a full bar.
I tried to cover it as well.
A lovely bottle of wine that BT Sports sent us.
How do you know it's Red Bull?
Sorry, nameless sports drink you've got there. Lovely nameless sports drink.
Channel.
I need something else to happen. Right, what are we expecting today then from the team, from the lads? Let us know in the comments as well what you think, what your score predictions are.
Hoping for,
Again, we apologise for the shambolic nature of this stream, but it's Christmas, innit? So no one really minds, I don't think.
It's not Christmas.
It is Christmas. What? You're saying that Boxing Day isn't Christmas?
This is Christmas.
Just because Alex has a Christmas jumper on still.
It's Christmas until...
I think Christmas is the season rather than just the day.
Yeah.
Personally. And also, it's all about this. Christmas is a state of mind.
So why is it called Christmas Day? It's not called Christmas Day.
Well, it's called Christmas Day to differentiate it from the rest of Christmas, which we're still in. So you've got Christmas Day, but the whole season is Christmas, I would say. You like that, didn't you? I'm not sure about that. Right, there we go. Let's send that out, and then we can put our full attention on opening wine. Pass me the wine. Give me the wine. Right, thank you.
Set the scene for us. What is it? What are we on here?
Was the week before Christmas?
Yeah.
When all through the
studio,
not a creature was stirring. Not even Susudio by Phil Collins. Doesn't really work. I just couldn't think of anything else that rhymed. And then down from BT Sport came a lovely bottle of red, didn't it?
Yeah, thank you, BT Sport.
Thanks very much, BT Sport. We're going to open this on air now. Let us know what you're drinking as well in the comments. It's Christmas. I reckon most people are probably four or five drinks deep at this point. As I shoddily open this, the cork is all over the place here. But yeah, let us know what you're drinking in the comments. You put in the tweet.
Red wine?
It's a bit of red wine, yeah. It's a nice French. If anyone,
Chateau.
No, this is bad. This is poor. If anyone's into the red wines, it's a Chateauneuf de Pape from France. Oh, you like to hear that, don't you? Cheers, BT Sport. If anyone from BT Sport's watching. Wait, let's ASMR this because you don't get this very often.
Need to put a link in, don't I?
All right, so now it's an ASMR.
She's full-bodied. I'll give her that.
Is it an ASMR or whatever?
It's an ASMR one, yeah.
They want to hear it.
Ronaldo isn't drinking today because he's driving. But
Very
usually
safe.
you're more of a Riesling
And
kind of guy.
I would have been drinking it anyway.
No rhyme or Riesling.
Definitely not wine. Anyway,
Right.
You're not a wine fan?
have you not seen a Comic Club? Rum and Rum Up. Actually, I'm not going to
We've
say.
got some.
If you've not
we've
seen,
got-
if
got
you're not,
all
if
sorts
you've not
here.
seen a Comic Club, go
Yeah,
watch
watch
it.
the
Yeah,
Comic
plug
Club
it.
came out yesterday. It was
Yeah, it's
hilarious.
chaos.
And then you'll
Pass
see
me
why
that
I'm not drinking
high-end premium rum we've got there, please, Alex.
Oh,
White
this.
top. Yeah.
There's some rum for.
There you go. This is Ronaldo's rum that he can have.
No, it's got to be spiced.
This is a lovely Tesco
nice.
Superior Light and Dry.
Captain Morgan spiced.
I like Light and Dries. Captain Morgan Spice, is that your go-to? Yeah. There you go, Alex.
Thank you, man.
I'll put the wine down here. Let it breathe on the floor.
The comments only for
Like
you today.
Cam when he
Alex.
has too much sugar. Right.
Only
Cheers,
for you
Alex.
today, Alex. Come.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ronaldo. Merry Christmas, mate. Nope. Okay, fist bumping a glass of wine. I've never seen that. You've got a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Just Ronaldo just fist bumped a glass of
It's
wine.
never
there.
happened before, has it?
Oh, I'm excited for this. What are we expecting from the game? Then? We should probably talk about the football at some point, shouldn't we? What are we expecting today? No Pogba in the starting
Accused me
lineup.
of stealing.
Who
People
accused
in
you of
work.
stealing?
Someone's opened the Baileys. Well done.
Yes, lads.
Always on the Baileys.
Budweiser. Poor, but I'm glad the effort's there.
Yeah.
Greenwood hat trick. That sounds like a lovely.
What do you think about Greenwood over James today?
I think it was about. I think it was
Probably
coming.
Yeah.
If you want some wine,
resting.
Dad, help yourself.
I think it was coming. Resting.
This is ridiculous.
This is
This
absolute.
is shit, isn't it? This is a good laugh.
But
Right,
thanks
put
for. Yeah. Thank
it-
you.
One sec. Sorry, lads.
Hang on.
What is?
Just passing out. You got his sharing, innit?
Sharing it.
This is shoddy. It's too hot, innit?
Oh, what were we
No,
talking
you're
about?
cold.
You can't.
No. We're not doing that.
No.
Let's make it 23.
Yeah, we're sorting out the.
23 death. What?
23 is like ambient room temperature. That's nice.
There's a tweet gone out.
Yeah,
gonna-
room temperature.
Yeah, any more than 23 and you're
think
asking
the
for
tweet's
trouble in terms of you get yourself a flu or something. I made that up a bit.
Tweet has gone live. There we go.
The tweet has gone live.
Yeah, we have got a tweet. We have got a.
Thank you for joining us.
Because this could be chaos.
The teams are
Probably
coming out
will
now.
be.
Prime Video as well. What do we think to the Prime Video service so far?
Gone well. So
What we
far.
you like
to
it?
mention the service?
Well, I mean, it's
We
on.
can
It's
do.
the only thing it's on in England. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
Amazon Prime. Is it not on TV?
that. No, it's just this. What's he got?
Oh.
That dog's eating something.
You should be.
We've got Stephen's dog here. And
No,
he's
but
eating
no
something
Stephen.
and there's no food on the floor. Stephen's at the game. He left his dog in charge while he's gone.
And
The dog's the boss, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Diesel.
God knows what he's got. He'll be fine.
Only a matter
Lovely
of time
Christmas
before he
spread.
knocks the camera over.
Yeah. Yeah, very
He'll be all
exciting.
over you with them, Chris, straight away.
What's our score predictions then? Let us know in the comments what you think the score's going to be today. What do you think, Ronaldo?
I think 3-0.
3-0 United.
And you know that's very optimistic.
Have we not been,
I
think, put in our place in terms of
Actually,
predictions this,
I think
in
one,
this last
actually-
week?
I think it's be close.
I'm
1
here-
or 2-0.
Yeah.
I hear the statistic about Newcastle having the lowest percentage of possession.
That
is not
doesn't
good
favour
for
us
season.
almost,
It's not
does
good
it?
And that never favours us when we've got the more majority of possession.
I think I'm going to go 2-1 United. I think Newcastle will score. I think hopefully we'll see Pogba in the second half. I think we saw again against Watford. United had 2 or 3 good chances early on, as we did against Everton. And we just
just need
didn't
to
score
take
them again.
them, yeah.
If we score one of those first 2 chances that we have, which I'm sure we'll have in the first 20 minutes, I think we'll win.
Yeah.
If we don't, I think it's going to be a really tough day again.
You know, they've
What do you
Ashley
think?
Young, the game changer on the bench.
and they've fell to Lingard in his last couple of games, and he's
Yeah.
obviously been almost dropped out of the starting 11 now. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Someone's saying 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. Cheers. Stephen
Thanks.
Showers. That's not our Stephen, is it? Is ever
5-2 in there as well. That's a bit.
5-2. If we concede 2, I
love-
doubt we'll win. Oh, I agree.
There's movement. There's
The funniest part is him saying 5-2, then for it to actually be 5-2, and he did not put a bet on it.
Well, if you're putting
If he
bets on
says-
5-2, I think you've probably lost a lot more than you've won down the years.
Yeah.
If that's your betting
But
style.
the thing is, if you bet that 30 times and you win once, you probably make the money that you betted.
Maybe, but depending on what the odds are, they probably make it so that
Probably
that's
a lot
not the
more
case,
than that,
don't they?
actually. So you
30
put
to 1.
£5 on.
You think it's 30 to
so
1?
you put £5 on 30 times.
Yeah,
no,
but it would have to
be higher than 30 to
You
1.
think it'd be higher than
Yeah.
30 to 1 for a
Tell
5-2?
you what. Let's,
£5 on.
Why don't
30
we have a
times,
look?
What's that?
5 times.
150.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you wouldn't get more than £150 putting a bet on 5?
I'm telling you, it happens less than 30 to 1.
Cam just said, don't forget the timer. Thank you, Cameron.
Cheers, Cam. Oh, yeah, Alex is going to have to stand up and start the timer.
Yeah.
Anytime now, really. Looking as we see Mason Greenwood there.
Go on.
Alex is going to start the timer for us. Thank you very much for joining us on your Boxing Day. Let us know. Oh, actually, I'm going to save it. I can't wait to hear what everyone's got for Christmas. I bet Jacob OC's got some absolutely wild gifts.
I know. Nah, Jacob has definitely
Whiskey and whiskey and a bit of illegal substance there for.
Nah, Jacob, you've definitely got a Marshall top.
Yeah, you got a Marshall top.
Definitely for Christmas.
Yeah, it's the real one. The fake one got blocked.
Was there a fake one?
Yeah, there was an imposter on the. Yeah, a second one came in and basically wore Jacob OC down to the point where he left.
Parody accounts already.
I know. Yeah, 2-1 win. Where did those glasses come from?
No,
these glasses? Great question. I brought them from my flat. Got a lovely full. Would you say it's full-bodied? Give that a sniff. What do you think to that?
I'm not smelling that.
Smell it. Full-bodied or?
I'll probably be over the influence just smelling it.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Bit of a lightweight.
Very much.
Okay, the game started then. The game started. Christmas is here. This is my favourite bit of Christmas, to be honest.
The timer's working.
The timer's working. We had a lot of problems with that timer before everyone got here. As already McTominay leaving a leg in on, I think, Longstaff, is it? One of the Longstaffs. Little Longstaff, I think that is. And he's left it a yellow card after 20 seconds for Scott McTominay. Straight leg, it looked
20
like.
seconds.
You know what? Oh, no, actually, there's not much contact there.
Soft,
If that was on his shin, you're asking questions there, but I think he was...
I don't think it's a yellow card.
No, it looked worse than it was because his foot was actually on the floor. Peer pressure. What do you think the other referees were in his ear going, mate, you got
As in player pressure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it's got to be quite a serious foul to get a booking within 20 seconds.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Think you'd give him a word?
Yeah.
The great challenger said, 2 guys with wine, Ron sipping a Red Bull. Get close to the camera and stare into the lens, please.
You going to do that?
I don't think he's trusting your sobriety. I don't think.
Something smells like garlic around here. I think it's
Is
me.
it you? Were you
I think it might be
Were you
me.
doing a bit of cooking yesterday?
No, I did a lot more eating than I did
Right,
cooking.
yeah.
I helped make the stuff in.
Great
Lovely
touch.
little touch around the corner from
Oh, yeah, there's
Rashford
football
here.
on.
Scott McTominay. No, it's not. It's Luke
Luke
Shaw.
Shaw, close enough.
Into Rashford.
Martial,
Martial, lovely
great little
1-2
touch.
there, unlucky. United holding the ball around the edge of the Newcastle box already. Good bit of play there from Rashford, wasn't it? Build-up play around the corner. Finally, we're
I
on
want
the
to see a
same
better
time.
game out of Luke Shaw today, though.
I think
Yeah.
we're about a second. It's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's close enough. We're 1 second away.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, we should be roughly on the same time because other than the delay on the stream, which we can't help, that's just a YouTube upload stream difficulty. We are watching this on Prime Video, which is as fast as anyone can be getting it. It's all streamed, isn't it? None of it's satellite, so
Yeah.
yeah, it should be pretty good. Right, let us know in the comments then. Come on, what Christmas present did you get? Best thing you got, worst thing you got. What did you get?
I'd say the worst one I got was from Steve.
What those pizza socks?
I wore them yesterday.
Did you?
Yes.
He got us all a little pair of
there's
socks
some
that
over
look
there,
like
actually.
pizzas. Yeah, Dad, on that table there's a box with that says pizza on it. Can you chuck it in? It's got some socks in. Stephen got this for all of us.
So this is it.
This was it. It comes in a little
So
pizza
Stephen
box.
Housen.
It says pizza on the side.
It's pizza box.
And
Pizza
inside-
socks in a box.
Pizza socks in a box. A little slice of socks. Did you get one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And this. Oh, you said of course it was the worst present you got.
It's the
In fact-
worst present you got.
Ungrateful.
Nah, I'm
But I'd say.
joking. I showed it my mum and she said she wanted it.
Did she? Have you given it her for her
So I
present?
gave it
then?
her.
Yeah.
You wrap it up, put it under the tree next year. She'll have forgot by then. Bit sloppy so
Wow.
far. McTominay stepping in hard twice in a row
Somebody's on
there.
a
He's
yellow.
already on a booking.
I played with.
Yeah, he managed to keep his feet out of the way. Good bit of steal from McTominay there, but a bit risky, isn't it?
Flying in on a yellow.
We don't want a red card after 3 minutes. Rashford there. Lovely play. Martial. It just took his
Should've
time there. He
gone
could have
wide.
gone round the corner to Shaw slightly earlier there.
Yeah.
What we got? Anyone got any of their gifts in here?
Getting himself hurt as well in the challenge.
Can't go wrong with a bottle of Grey Goose. Lovely. Garlic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon that I call savoury finger. Have you ever experienced that before? It's not the first time I've had it.
A savoury thing.
And it certainly won't be the last. Yeah, savoury finger. Sometimes, you just smelling you smell your hands for whatever
We
reason.
might see Pogba a bit earlier, I think.
We may do. Is that McTominay?
Yeah, somebody.
You smell your fingers, and for some reason, they just have a general sort of
Savouriness.
savourian quality to them. And you don't know where it's come from. Do you ever have that? Fingers just smell savoury for no reason?
He's still struggling.
What do you smell like now?
I think he's done.
Somebody's done.
Really?
Looks it. He's limping.
Pogba's warming up.
It's written.
If you've ever had savoury finger, do get in touch.
Finger.
It's something that plights a lot of us.
Savoury.
So go on. Apart from Steve, what else did we get?
Oh yeah, what you got?
I didn't actually get that much. I can't lie.
No, it gets a bit. How old are you?
21.
Yeah, it starts dropping off around
It
then.
gets worse.
Life should get worse from here, innit?
Yeah. You've hit your
Oh,
peak. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's-
I think 21's
I wouldn't.
absolute peak, innit?
I wouldn't say it's all downhill from here. You can still have little.
Good moments.
Yeah,
but
little, like,
that's,
flies.
That's your last good birthday. That's it.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
other
But I
birthday.
still
There's no
feel
birthday
like-
now you're looking forward
I
to.
still
No.
feel like
100, that's it. Because you get a letter from the king. I suppose it'll be about then.
But I personally feel like 18 was my peak.
18 was your peak. Why? What was going on when you were 18?
It just seemed that less worries.
Less worries. Crushing it on the dating scene, were you?
Nah.
Fair enough. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Have you? Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. And I'm sure that ended quite mutually, so that's good. Howson's lost some
Call me
weight.
John.
Yeah, he has. The
Oh,
best
you
gift.
John?
Yeah, that's your little thing, isn't it? Cam Waters. I got friendship from Joe. Oh, I won't go that far. Maybe companionship if
Different
it gets cold. Luke Shaw doing all right there.
Did well.
Yeah,
Good
who's
ball
that?
out.
Pereira on the turn. See, my problem with McTominay getting injured, obviously, I don't want to see any player get injured, is that means Pogba's going to be coming on in that deeper role, isn't he?
Yeah, and we've got no defensive midfielder there. Then
Yeah, unless Andreas drops back, but I would assume it will be the other way around.
worrying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure,
Camacho he thought you were Howson again. It's that same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's weird. Howson gets compared to so many different. He gets compared to Ryan a lot.
Ryan, which
I don't see any of them.
I see you the most, and yes, you do look like Deck from Ant and Deck, and yes, you do look like a skinny Stephen Howson, but Ryan doesn't at all.
No.
Casey used to get not Casey. Kieran used to get compared to Stephen Howson as well. That's not a good one at all, is it?
Kieran is just a League 2 striker.
Yeah. Kieran's a League 2 striker. I respect it when someone comes up with a real, this person looks like that person and it's spot on.
like a League
There's
2
nothing I
striker.
like more than that. League 2 striker, very nice. But when people overdo it, you look like this, you look like that, and it's just easy.
Yeah.
Bit, not really for me, that.
Precision one, innit?
Yeah.
Like me.
Snoop Dogg.
I've got lazy ones, yeah. Snoop Dogg's the one.
Snoop Dogg is just lazy because you've got cornrows. That's it. Yeah. Your face doesn't look like Snoop Dogg, does it?
Nah.
Or does it?
No.
Oh, dear. Did everyone get drunk yesterday? Did you get drunk?
No, I didn't.
Did you?
Actually,
Yeah, we
no, I
drank
didn't.
a lot of gin yesterday.
Were you?
I had cake.
I had a bit of gin,
I had cake
actually,
with rum in it.
Cake with rum in it. What was it? Like a
rum
spice.
Rum cake.
It was just rum cake. Rum cake.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds nice. Any ginger in there?
I'm
There
not,
should be ginger in a rum.
I'm not sure what all the contents are. What?
Really? You just remember the rum and then falling asleep straight afterwards. Is that Pereira on the edge there?
Yeah.
That's pro on the edge.
Tackled, ball out high up on the left-hand side for a throw into Man United.
McTominay recovered then.
It looks like he's, speaking of ginger, he's jogging slightly less gingerly than he was a few minutes ago. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much for that.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a rum tackle as well, if you ask me. Hey?
Nah, I don't.
No, pushed it. I've gone too far there,
You've gone
haven't
too far. You did well, and then
I? So-
Overdoing it.
so-
Oh, nah. Overdoing it.
I thought you were subbing me off. Right. He's off. Yeah, what did you get, Alex?
well, we do our family secret Santa,
We do that as well.
which is much better because it's one of them when you're in the big group instead of people getting
Yeah.
little bits of crap. Because
you end up spending 400 quid on.
You guys spend 400 quid, or everyone gets a pair of socks.
Yeah, what's the point?
Moving on. So I got a
Steve.
driving experience.
Whoa! What are you
Mustang
driving?
driving
Can we guess?
experience.
Oh, Mustang.
It's a Mustang. Yeah.
Nice. Is that on a track or is that
It's on a
like
track. I believe so. Anyway.
open
I've
highway?
got to go to Wigan.
Born to
do
be
it.
wild. You got. I
to
mean,
Wigan.
the upside is there's a Mustang driving experiences. The downside is I have to go to Wigan to do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Could be worse. That sounds really good.
present, yeah,
So
yeah.
what do you have to do then? Is it like a race thing or is it just
I think
you on
it's
the
just-
track?
I think it's just me on the track. I
That's
don't
gonna be
quite
cool.
know the full logistics of it, but
That'd be really
get
good.
booked
That.
in.
That sounds good. What did
And
you get,
then-
Ronaldo? You never said. Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
And
cut
then
you
got
off there.
some. Got a couple. My dad got me United training shirts. Nice.
Nice. This season's. Is it still
This
Aeon
season,
in it on the
yeah,
shirt?
black and yellow on smart.
Yeah, I like that one.
What else have we got? That was about it.
Yeah.
Aftershave. Didn't get links though. Didn't get
Did
any
you
links. No, I got some aftershave.
I've never got links. No one's ever bought links for me.
The links
No
Africa
width.
box set.
No width from United. Is that what you're saying? Pereira to Martial.
Martial, drop deep.
Trying to look up. Is Wan-Bissaka supporting on the right? Got a bit of space there.
His final
Comes
third.
inside and
Frailties.
slowing it down. McTominay chipping it into the box, and that just drifts past
Poor
the
ball.
goalie's right-hand post out for a
Cam's asking how the office
goal
is.
kick. The office is wonderful.
It's standing, even after.
I want to. Oh yeah. No,
Even
well, maybe
after.
should we? We probably shouldn't mention that, should we?
Why should we not mention it?
I don't know. It just feels like we're vulnerable. We had an attempted robbery.
We did have a
Let's just say that someone was here and they made the presence felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone
Someone told
went,
me
Well, they didn't get it.
someone went full TAU, innit?
What's that?
Tactical aid unit.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know all the. I don't know all the abbreviations for
It's the
army,
It's not the army.
police.
It's like the SWAT. You know when they raid houses
Oh
and they
god.
just boot the door down.
Yeah. Someone went TAU on our ass.
Yeah.
And luckily Mitch was here to kick him out.
Fend
But yeah,
them
we
off.
almost had a burglary,
right,
didn't
It's
we?
in a bit of a peak situation.
It could have been.
Um,
But everything's okay because we're in a very secure building.
just got myself Immortal George best book, Immortal George best, of course, from my Waterstones gift card. Any of you lot read it? I haven't read it. Have
No,
you?
I've not. That might be on the list though.
Yeah, no, I've not
on
read
the
that.
list.
Is it a biography? He didn't write that himself, obviously, did he? Or did he? I would have guessed not.
I think so.
Has he got an autobiography, George Best? I'm sure he has. Well, were they doing that in the 80s? I'm sure he has, yeah. George Best biography. I'm sure that there's probably more books written about him than most players, isn't there?
Free kick, edge of the box. Time
Yeah.
for a Rashford special. Into roll.
I read the book long ago.
Roll Z or top corner.
There you go. Autobiography.
I like this Zacchaeus saying, I read the book long ago, like something from Lord of the Rings there. The tale was told many moons ago.
I seen.
A young man
I
named
was
George.
reading some of the athletic stuff the other day,
Oh,
and they've
right.
got an article on United in the Premier League had more free kicks than anyone else and not scored
Yeah.
direct free kicks. It's something like 30
We're
in a row.
terrible from set pieces, defensively and
Really bad.
offensively. We never score from corners. Rashford obviously got the one against Chelsea, but that was in the cup, as you're alluding to there. But generally, we just don't do anything from set pieces.
Cameron's
can't-
asking me what I'm drinking. I'm on the same as
Yeah,
Joe.
it's a
We're on
lovely
the
red wine, a lovely
Chateauneuf
French.
de Pape, whatever
Yeah.
it is, that one.
There you go. Ronaldo. Freudian slip there. Rashford over the ball. Ronaldo.
What?
Free kick 25, 30 yards out. Oh, he just started his run up and had to stall and start it again. Rashford over the wall. Deflection. Oh, and wide. It'd be a corner to United. I wonder if that was going on target. It definitely got deflected, didn't it?
It seemed like it picked up pace off
Yeah.
the deflection.
I think it was probably curling wide, but
But
it's
it
hard
looked
to
like it was
tell.
going wide, to be honest.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah,
been
it's curling
drifting
wide.
wide. But,
Anyway,
you know,
corner.
we'll take the free
Take the
kick.
corner from which we don't score from.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
I think one of the
Side of
problems
the
is we've
corner.
only got Maguire to aim for. So their defence put two men on Maguire. Oh, it's 1-on-1 actually at the back post for Maguire. Goes into the near post.
scored.
Maguire's on it! Off his shoulder and over the bar there. He's asking for a corner, but I think it just hit him on the shoulder, didn't it?
Didn't they give it? Have they give it? They give a corner?
Wait, didn't it hit it at all?
He missed it and it hit some hit.
No.
Oh, it hit Williams.
Does
I
it?
think-
I
I
thought it hit
think-
Maguire. I've gone up here. I've gone
On the
up here.
camera saying we're showing our age by
Who's-
drinking red wine. It's
Well,
Christmas.
it's
you can
Christmas.
drink whatever is available.
We're not drinking port. That's another
Doesn't
step.
this armour on look like he's come straight out
My
of
uncle got put special.
Green Street or something?
Yeah, Green Street. He looks like, yeah, definitely. He's got that kind of, what would you, what's the best way of saying this? Almiron's got some UKIP vibes going on. Is that what you're saying? Where's he from?
like Argentina.
Yeah, I think he might be Argentine. Did he? Shaw into, is that Greenwood there? Looks like
Yeah.
him. Fred crossing the ball in two deflections. And Newcastle can break
Trying
now
to
on the
break.
right hand side.
1v1.
It's 1v1. Wan-Bissaka playing
Ahead
in.
here.
Someone's got loads of room here on the left hand side. I'm not sure it
Pereira's
is.
Trap back, no tackle.
Good pass there. Wan-Bissaka
Saka.
with a lovely defensive slide tackle there, blocking the ball. But it's back into Almiron on the left. Lashed it sort of quite wildly over De Gea's right hand post there. Half decent chance there, wasn't it? You can see why we put Wan-Bissaka as the last man. Do you know, imagine in like Sunday League, when you've
Yeah.
got one man back, someone with the speed and tackling ability of Wan-Bissaka, he's perfect, isn't he? But we saw it there, but they're not getting on.
I expected Pereira to smash him there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, just a hint that Newcastle can be dangerous on the break there, but they never really came to anything. Our Wan-Bissaka crazy legs.
No, it is with Almiron. It's the trim.
Who's
I just
shaking?
realised
Who's shaking
it's
it?
Ronaldo,
Is
isn't it?
you?
He always does. He's a
shaking
bouncy legged fella.
It's It's the
Red Bull.
It's the drink.
It's the drink.
It's the drink.
Ronaldo's back on the drink.
Not
It's the drink. Were you the granddad from Father Ted?
no free ads.
Right?
No free ads.
No free ads.
There's a podcast I listen to a lot, and that's one of their.
That's their
It's
catchphrase.
just
What is
like-
it? Any good?
It's a golf podcast. So everyone will be like, and they just every time someone goes,
Come
no,
on.
no free ads on this podcast.
Luke
Right.
Shaw. That is that a free kick to
No, it's
United?
not a
yeah.
foul, he just
he
fell
fell
and
over
got
and
the
grabbed
ball.
the ball, and it was a free kick to United. Martial, he loves a flick round the corner, doesn't he?
He's dropped quite.
We've
He's dropped quite deep, quite
Yeah.
a lot. Though,
I reckon. Well, I don't know. This is just speculation.
Oh,
but with
look
Greenwood
at that,
playing, who's got sort of more of a striker's mentality, do you think that Martial feels more inclined to drop deep, knowing that there will be Greenwood there to kind of fill that gap?
I think he just wants to get on the ball.
Yeah.
And he's not, and he's never been the type to run in behind it enough anyway.
No, he doesn't, does it? Which is surprising considering, his history as a winger and trying to get in behind fullbacks that way. Yeah, he does tend to come short. I suppose he's trying to do that traditional striker's role of building up the play as the
Also,
attacker.
you're saying
Newcastle through on
Newcastle
goal
are in.
here.
Newcastle.
Over the
Oh
bar.
my
That looked
days.
like he might be
That's what I'm
offside,
saying.
but they didn't give it. Dwight Gale.
Dwight Gale 1-on-1. Hit it over.
Jesus Christ, that was easy, wasn't it? What's going on here? Is he offside? He looked offside to me.
He looked like timed it.
Yeah, perfectly
Bang on
timed.
time.
He was
Good
onside
ball.
as well, 1-on-1 with De Gea on his left foot, and he just
clipped the bar off.
yeah. Terrible. Well, I mean, not terrible. Terrible from United and poor finish from Gale. But again, 2 warnings in a minute?
Yeah.
Newcastle bearing through on goal.
So you were saying before about that correct 5-2 score.
Yeah.
The odds on that are 175 to 1.
Jesus. But do you think? Yeah. But how often? I don't think if you
That's-
bet on it every week, it would come in even in 175 weeks.
No.
Such an unlikely score. Yeah, this is a bit of a worry. Remember I said before the game United would get 2 chances in the first 20 minutes and we had to score one. We haven't had any chances yet, have we? It's been Newcastle that have made the chances. And again, the through straight down the middle of the
They're in
pitch.
again.
Longstaff over the top. Who's this?
Aaron
Maguire
Maguire.
chucking his back into someone there.
Oh,
Longstaff
no.
in the
Longstaff.
box. 1-0 Newcastle. 1-0. Longstaff, who scored against United in the return fixture in when was it, October? United struggling, not making any chances, can't keep the ball defensively all over the place, and Newcastle have scored, 16 minutes gone. It's been coming, hasn't it?
Once again, struggling against.
Unbelievable.
Smaller sides.
Unbelievable. It just happens every single
It's a
time.
trend that we're finding hard to argue against
Fred
now.
gives the ball away here. But
Poor
look,
from Fred.
look how high up Luke Shaw is there.
Maguire dragged over. Where's
Luke Shaw's so
Yeah,
high
Luke
up at the
Shaw
start
is-
of that there.
Luke Shaw's not done his best to get back there.
But
But
the thing
Maguire,
is, we should do all right. We should be all right. There's
because
enough players back there, and he's just so Luke Shaw.
there's no
completely.
right. If you look right, so Fred gave the ball away. From that point, neither Fred or McTominay get anywhere. Aren't in R18 when that ball goes in.
McTominay gets back. but
Oh, is that
Fred's-
McTominay?
Fred's
Sorry.
nowhere
Right, so
near.
Fred's nowhere to be seen there. McTominay's in the box, getting drawn to the ball.
To be honest-
Maguire initially gets
hang on.
drawn
It's
to the
not.
ball.
It's not.
we got
That's
a-
not handball.
No.
Can't rely on VAR all the time. We just need to defend.
Is the
properly.
VAR
Yeah.
coming in here? I doubt it. It's not handball anyway.
But the thing is, if it's in the process, if it just hits his arm, even if it's not
Yeah.
handball, it can be.
Well, we saw that against who was it at home where it did hit someone's arm and the goal still counted against United. The VAR did. Was it Palace maybe? I can't remember the game now. But yeah, there's no
It's a
VAR
goal.
going on there. It's 1-0 Newcastle, 17 minutes gone. Oh, we need to change the score thing on the thing. Go on, Alex. He's like the man at the cricket ground putting the scoreboard up, changing the scoreboard. It's 1-0 Newcastle. Let's see if that comes in. Yeah, there we go. Terrible start from United, isn't it? What have
Yeah,
we seen so
basically-
far?
Showing that we can only play when we're playing teams that can come on to us.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it
That's
clearly gives
basically
teams such a confidence boost and a impetus to come out and attack United because they know that we struggle anyway, and it's in the players' heads at this point. It's the
Teams
only
are just
thing that can
coming.
explain it.
Teams are just coming Old Trafford, sitting back, countering,
Yeah.
scoring really,
Super chat in
and
there.
we can't break them down.
Can our defence not be shit for just 5 minutes?
Well, yeah, they were only shit for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes they were all right, but yeah,
That's chaos, isn't it?
To be fair,
Good football there, McTominay.
McTominay ball into Martial in the box and
Poor ball.
he was just turning away the other
It's a
way
bit
there,
of-
wasn't he? McTominay just played it onto the wrong foot.
bit of a forceful pass.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we all feared would happen, isn't it? United, I think, have got the best Boxing Day record of any team in the Premier League with an 80% win ratio.
Now
So
you said it.
we've got that on the line here. Well, I've said it after we've conceded, so I don't think we're risking too much here. This is the problem with United. When we losing positions this season, we've won just one game. So if history tells us anything, it's that we're going to really struggle here to get anything out of this.
They were never gonna. They were always gonna sit back a bit in the game, and now it's just gonna be
Greenwood
all outside.
Getting involved. Not really done much so far, has he?
No.
It's been attacking wise, it's been almost.
They've had more
been Luke
chances.
Shaw.
This is where we've had the ball a lot there.
Yeah. It's the
20, 30
if you're not watching the game, if you don't have the game on, it is a carbon copy of almost every time we play a team that is below us in the league. We have all the ball, don't look like scoring really at all. They get the ball and counter quickly and score. It's exactly what you can imagine it being like. You almost don't want to talk about it because it's just it's a redundant. Rewatch any of the watch-alongs that we've had for the last sort of 5 or 6 weeks. It's the same thing happening. It's almost unbelievable that it's happening to the exact same formula again. If they score again, we're knackered. We need to get the next goal. It's so important. Yeah,
we need a goal before half time.
You've got some food coming soon, haven't you, Ronaldo? Let's talk
Supposedly,
about that.
but
Supposedly.
looking like they've robbed me,
Have
innit?
you got the key?
Looking like they've robbed me.
They've robbed you. They've robbed you.
Did not give you the key, Ronaldo?
Yeah, you did.
There you go.
Corner to United, Fred into the box. Near post, headed away.
Don't even look like scoring.
Didn't beat the first man. Rashford with the ball in. Looked like it hit McTominay on the arm there. Greenwood onto his left foot. Kills one. Blocked. That looked dangerous going toward the goalie's right-hand post there, but the ball was blocked. Rashford's the only one who can get... Greenwood's the only one who seems to be able to get any space in the box and get a shot away. He's not done much so far, though, I will say that. Tell us more about what presents you've had then for Christmas. Let's ignore the game for a little minute.
Yeah, well,
Tell us what you've got for Christmas. What on earth is going on? Yeah, we know. It's bad. Let's distract ourselves.
Okay.
What did you get for Christmas? Anyone get anything good? Someone must have got something good.
Someone's got something.
Surely. Ole can't even beat Steve Bruce. Well, maybe he can't, but he can beat Mourinho and Pep Guardiola. So
if you go
how do you weight those managers against each other? McTominay to Fred on the left. There's a lot of space here for sure if he wants it. And Fred is taking a shot from 30 yards out there.
To be fair,
the tamest of shots as well.
I've not got much belief in Luke Shaw either.
No, me neither. But Fred has never really shown any
he used to
ability
score
to
long-ranged efforts.
Yeah.
No one does for United, though, do they?
For Shakhtar, but...
Not like Fred handball.
Handball.
Fred with just a lazy control handball in it there. No one around him.
Stuff like that comes from just being a half a second too slow.
Yeah. Just
Being
not
reactive.
Look at the possession. 76% possession to United.
Again.
And we're 1-0 down. It's almost just... it's so pathetically predictable, isn't it? That it just...
So some of the
beggars
comments as
belief.
well.
Everything's reactive.
So some of the comments as well. Ollie out, get Poch in.
Oh, I can't be asked to start with that.
It's
Housen needs to wake up. He's actually asleep under the table, so you're right, he does need to wake up. So if we could all be quiet. He's resting like a bear, hibernating at the moment.
Switching off again.
Where's no one near him there?
Yeah. Some of the fans in the studio are getting quite animated now. It's ridiculous, though. It's just
not even funny.
United just look scared. That's all I can say. It is really. There's clearly a mental block going on that we know that this is going to happen, and on the ball and defensively, we look scared. And like you said, it's a reactionary performance, isn't it? We don't look like we're controlling the game, despite having all the possession. We look like we're reacting to what Newcastle are doing and not doing a good job of it. Lindelof on the ball. Come on, what Christmas presents have you got? Greatest present ever, Stephen. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Why didn't he start Pogba instead of Pereira? Clearly, he's not, fully ready to play.
Played 20 minutes in the past 3 months.
Yeah. Into the box here. Martial near post. 1-1.
1-1.
Back in it. Who was that? Someone Pereira to Martial. Hit the ball near post.
Keep a mistake though. Keep a mistake, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it don't matter. Martial, he likes that near post goal, and he scored. I saw a highlight from him the other day about it. Yeah, update the score. This is what we want. Using that left column. 1-1. 1-1 United. What was that? How was that? Bit better. What do you think to this one, Ronaldo?
Luke Shaw down the left, set by Pereira. First time effort.
Yeah.
People slagging off there.
Yeah, lovely.
Luke Shaw,
lovely
Pereira. Martial doesn't do enough.
poor. That
Keeper.
Sunday.
But then
league
again,
goalkeeper,
we can't compliment Pereira for a 1 yard set.
no. But, I
but
mean,
to
but
be fair,
he
though,
did it. He did it though.
He did it.
Yeah,
It was
it's
well
not,
did
it wasn't a world class bit of play, but it was the thing that we needed.
Question is
That's my
decision
Pereira
making. There's
agenda.
so many
That's my Pereira
times
agenda coming through though.
is he turned around there and
Yeah.
he, in the past few weeks he turned around trying to have his shot of himself.
Yeah,
Let's see if you can build on that though.
that was Gazaniga-esque goalkeeping. That wasn't it? Remember the goal Rashford scored against Tottenham?
Yeah,
Who was?
What, 2-footing people in the chest?
No, did you see that?
that
though?
was shocking.
That
wasn't
was horrific. That was a red card, wasn't it?
Finish him.
Yeah.
Mortal
Used
Kombat.
himself as a human dart and just dive straight into Alonso,
it?
wasn't
Now
it?
the score updater.
Right,
Yes.
this is
yes, I am the score updater.
Yeah, Alex is our manual score update.
Oh, if he gets a little bit of a flick on that, it might have been in.
We've got to figure out what we're doing for the second
Yeah.
half as well.
Right, Greenwood on the ball now, dispossessed.
One
Pereira,
more.
can he see Martial? Nah, just a bit slow
No,
there,
just
and
a little bit.
again over the
Rashford
bar.
was there.
Martial was on. Was it
That is
Rashford?
what I'm talking about. That's the difference
Yeah.
It's just
between good players and great
Yeah.
players.
If that's
So it's an awareness thing, isn't it?
yeah, if that's a young one
If he
man
knows- if he
returns and he
knows
plays
turn
Rashford
play.
in there, it just takes too long and makes the wrong decision. But we're back in the game. Good work from Shaw
Do you
for the
have,
goal.
are you logged in on your laptop?
Yeah,
So do you want just in case of people like?
people spamming and
Yeah.
jamming. I'll get it up here.
Can you get it up on there?
Yeah, I can just do it.
okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I'm logged in the wrong one though. Let me just change. This
Sean
is a bit
trying
better
to
though
run
from
off the
United.
Multiple Christmas dinners he had yesterday.
How many do you think he had?
He was
waiting-
definitely
He
munching.
waiting for seconds, didn't he? Yesterday, definitely.
I know it's a bit harsh, but it is funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got to take it in his
The
stride.
thing is, it's not just theory though. Like all this has been confirmed.
Yeah, there's
by
people
Yeah,
been
United.
saying he just
He eats loads. Drive.
Rashford.
Rashford,
Martial
out
in.
to Martial on the right, slightly overhit there. Ball into the box,
Great
great
ball.
cross. Headed away. It's one thing you don't really
No
with
fouls.
United. You don't
foul.
Don't fall.
really trust
5-2
them to
is
win.
on.
Oh my
Yeah, you're
days.
right.
Get out, mate.
Tommy needs to be
Almiron buying
careful
fouls
here,
there.
Green Street armor on. With, to be fair, he did take the piss out of McTominay there. Look,
Yeah, he did a bit. I think that's why. I mean, McTominay fouled him, but he didn't.
look
for me,
at this angle.
I like these. He's done him there, but you have to get the ball the other side of that for it to really, truly
drawing
do
the foul
something.
is even better.
I'll give him that.
Do you think?
I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
I think drawing the foul.
I
is
just
as
don't
good
like-
as getting around them.
I don't want you to say anything.
Oh yeah, shoot, he's on a booking as well.
Yeah, no, that's what
Oh,
I
yeah,
said.
he
He's-
is.
He needs to care for that lad.
McTominay been given the one more signal by the referee there. Let me just
You could see him at
put you in a
half-time.
Obviously,
timeout.
for betting purposes, you have to bet on.
McTominay to get sent off.
Yeah.
I think probably. I think if he's going to risk Pogba for 45 minutes,
Yeah,
he might
get
have to do
McTominay
that.
off because he had a yellow card after 30 seconds. He's already had two heavy tackles that he won, fortunately, but it's in the ref's mind clearly that he's on.
he had the booking, and then he committed another foul,
Yeah, and then that was
and then he
cynical,
said,
wasn't it?
and then he's done that one just now. So
Yeah, and that was one off the ball, basically dragged someone down
he's
by
on
the scruff of the
eggshells.
neck.
He's on eggshells.
Yeah. How many days after Christmas is it okay to eat left turkey and roasty sarnies? I would say all the way up till the second or third.
No.
As long as you're not getting food poisoning.
No,
If
I
it
would.
smells good, it's
Okay,
good.
okay. I'll tell you this:
Go on.
don't risk it with the turkey
What do you mean,
because
don't risk it?
Don't risk
That's
it.
because
the leftovers are the best
it's
bit
a
of
great,
Christmas.
No, it's a great topic because
Great topic. Thanks for asking.
It's a great topic.
now it's time to go back. Second year of uni.
Second year of uni. Go on.
One of my housemates got food poisoning from turkey.
Yeah, but what did they do
What
with
do you
it?
do? Yeah.
Was it just kept on the porch?
I don't know how.
By his
but
bed.
it gave.
Yeah.
By his bed. in
Was
the-
your housemate by any chance called Bernard Matthews?
No, he's called.
The turkey magnate?
It's called Milo,
Was it?
but his Polish name was Miloš.
Oh, I like that. I wish I had two
Miloš.
different names.
Yeah.
Giuseppe.
I don't know. Maybe
Giuseppe.
it's a Polish
Giuseppe.
thing, but
Yeah.
he
I
was,
think a lot
he was,
of people.
He was bedbound for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's
Yes,
a bad
from food
bit.
poisoning. Yeah, it was like
What
a
was
bad
his
one.
food poisoning? Or
Now,
was he
to
in a
me, I don't think he's cooked that turkey.
United
well
on the
in
break here.
No, but
Martial,
you
out
see-
to Rashford on the
Rash-
left. Bit of space. Cuts inside. Long
Oh,
shot. And
it's
it's
a
over the
shot.
bar
Oh,
again. We've had 3 or 4 shots over the bar already today, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ronaldo dropping the wisdom.
Yeah.
Nero. Recognising.
No, but I don't think he's cooked that right.
Chris
in the
Pope says,
first
did he
place.
eat it raw?
No, but no, but food poisoning isn't a joke anyway, though.
No,
Food
mate.
poisoning is no joke. It's one of the #1 killers in this country. And we don't mess about with food
I
poisoning.
think
do we?
that's stress.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm thinking of stress.
Don't stress people.
Don't stress,
Don't
folks.
That apparently is stress.
Well, stress kills a lot of people. Heart attacks and...
Not just that; it just stops your body
Hemorrhages.
working properly. Really.
Yeah, and so does the lack of sleep.
So like,
Poor diet.
you might die from just being ill or some sort of illness.
you live at
but
the
you've
bottom of
most
a-
likely got that illness because you've been stressed.
Yeah. If you live at the bottom of a gun range, that's never good. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't eat cigarettes. Certainly.
If that doesn't put you off,
No one's swiping up.
I had to be quick.
No
I had
one's
to be very
swiping.
quick. I agree. Don't risk food poisoning. Run a mile. Yeah, that's a good way of dealing with things. But I think personally, leftovers for me are one of my favourite things. Why are we getting a score update for a Tottenham game that finished 2 hours ago? Oh, this is just giving us all the scores. Bournemouth 1-1 Arsenal. I'm sure a lot of you know these, but we'll go through them in case you haven't had a chance to check. You were too drunk. Aston Villa beat Norwich 1-0. I think all these games are finished now. There's the Liverpool game at 7:30, but I think other than that,
Arsenal not winning games. As
Chelsea 2-0, going down 2-0 at home to Southampton. Horrendous result. Crystal Palace beating West Ham 2-1.
Do you think that's as bad as losing to bottom place?
No, but it's very similar because very similar because they've just come off a great result against Tottenham. We just come off 2 great results against City and Tottenham, and I know
that's been Chelsea all season. Really.
Yeah. Well, they're dropping points now, aren't they? They started very well.
Like there or there.
Yeah.
No in between.
No.
Very similar with us.
So then they'll play Arsenal on Sunday.
And they'll hammer them.
And then...
Nero says, I choose Siggy's. I tell you who else choose Siggy's. Do you remember Maurizio Sarri when he first came to... Is it Maurizio Sarri?
Yeah, because I
can't remember his first name for a second.
Couldn't smoke.
He just used to chew the filter to get that...
Siggy's.
He needs that filter in the gob type.
Everyone wants to kill them.
Someone said, didn't get a link set this Christmas, devastated. I reckon link set are going to get that much stick now. I reckon they're going to be up in price next year.
You think?
I think they're going to be able to
say the opposite.
charge them, make them dead high price. It'd be like a premium.
I reckon sales are going to go through the floor. Lovely little chip pass from Lindelof to Rashford, but he couldn't. The ball just got cut out. Pereira 30 yards out. What is it?
He just loves it. He loves having.
He loves it.
He's like, Lynx is overrated though.
Lynx is well. I mean, Lynx is what? It's the sort of the market leader. Would you say in terms of body fragrance? In your sort of your body fragrance realm, who have we got? Who are the big players? You've got your Lynx Effect. You've got your Niveas. Your
Sure for Men.
Your Sure for Men's. Your Doves. And then on the smaller side, you've got your Bulldogs.
Lynx has got more popularity, with the younger audience. I think. Yeah, that's their main thing.
Yeah.
They've got
your Gillette.
You've got your Lingard's advertising.
What's your ones that's It's not Under Armour, it's called like After Effects or something. The one that's got like 150 hours of protection. You don't need to wash for 40 days. What is it? 3,000 hours protection.
3,000 hours.
Spray your baby when he's born and he'll die smelling great.
Nah,
what is that?
No, definitely
What's
not.
the one? It's called like...
If there's a spray out there that's giving 3,000 hours.
No, it's called like... Prison Stink.
I'm guessing if you have armpit hair.
Yeah, well, let me just finish this off.
Oh, okay.
You'll probably no longer have armpit hair.
What is it called? It's in a navy blue bottle with usually sort of fluorescent orange kind of.
Hello, mate. Is that my food?
Yeah. Showing genuine respect to the Watchalong there. What's it called? We've got Old Spice as well. Classic.
Old Spice, yeah, that's more.
It's not Under Armour. It's called
Finish that.
What's it called? Oh my god, I can't remember it. Do you want a bit more wine, Daddy? All right. He's driving. He's had 4 bottles of wine and he's driving, so should probably slow down now. Jesus, you look like you stink. Aw, thanks. What's that smell like? Rose.
Yeah, it smells all right, that.
Yeah, it's a bit of rose body spray. That got my sister for Christmas. Is it weird buying your sister a body spray for Christmas? It sounds worse now, but she did ask for it. And then
no, it's not.
And then you look like you stink. That's really a bit harsh, isn't it?
Don't know. So I got for my cousin's Secret Santa. She asked. I was sure she'd asked.
Female. How old?
Female. Same age as me.
Okay.
She asked for a gym bag.
Right? A gym bag?
Right, yeah. A bag to go to the gym, right?
Oh, no.
And I was just worried. The thing is, now, she liked it in the end. It was all fine.
Where'd you get a Reebok boot bag?
No. I got a nice one off Amazon. It was really good.
What?
But it was like, I was worried because if...
Sorry. Keep talking. I'll come back.
We'll get back to that. Yeah, so I was worried because if she didn't want a gym bag, and I've just imagined
it's a bit...
That's like she's going to open that and go...
Yeah, it's a bit of a piss take, isn't it? Oh, we thought you'd look nice if you lost a bit of weight.
Yeah.
That's what we thought. My Christmas present is body shaming. You're welcome.
I did get aftershave, Cameron, yes.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Right guard. That's
right
the
guard,
one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
50,000 hours of protection. My mate put so much deodorant on and so much hairspray. I think he's got a thing for what's it called? What are they called? Aerosols.
Aerosols.
He just loves the power.
He
There's
loves
a
the
real
power.
power to it. Do you remember at the gym at school when you go swimming? And there'd always be like a discarded bottle of that. Diesel. Dog's barking.
Dog's barking.
There'd always be a discarded bottle of
We do have a dog in
tub
the
of that.
studio.
Do you remember that hair gel? There was like a pot like that, and it was always like translucent blue.
Yeah.
And there'd always be a full pot of that someone just left. Diesel, come here. So I'm shouting right into the mic. Diesel, come here, mate.
It's
What's up?
absolutely chaos today.
Beer's looking good, Joe. Cheers, Jacob, mate. How do you feel now you've been sort of, your imposter was found out and thrown from...
Did Ronaldo come in that, go try and get...
I don't know
back
what
in that
happened
door?
there. If I spray deodorant after the shower but haven't dried under my arms properly, then it turns all white and bitty and falls all over the shop. Yeah, couldn't agree more, Camucho, mate. You've got to... Joey's wearing denim shorts. Yes, I am. Because I've got a lot of layers up top, but I go very light on the bottoms.
Cam's got... Ashay's a winner, really, isn't it? What's your favourites and go-to ones? Thanks, lads. Loving the show.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Cameron. I'm just missing you here today.
It's a good question as well. What's your favourite aftershave? I've only ever had one aftershave in my life. I've only had aftershave once. I don't wear aftershave.
No.
I got some... I can't remember what it's called. Go on, you
I
go
got
now.
some Paco Rabanne Invictus.
Greenwood edge of the box. Oh! Greenwood! What a goal! Mason Greenwood just twatted it off the other side of the bar. There's no other word for it. The goalkeeper barely moved. He puts. That was 1,000 miles an hour there. Bloody hell! Change the score, Alex. Change the score. It's 2-1. Mason Greenwood justified his start there. You're back with your food. Look at this. Jesus, that's the hardest I've seen anyone hit the ball since.
Ever.
That was ridiculous. That must have taken a deflection. The goalie didn't move.
Well, no, he's just...
That is disgustingly powerful. Even in slow motion, you can hardly see it. Edge of the box, 25 yards out. Oh, it does take a nick. It does take a nick. I knew there was something going on there.
Some strike, though, from the lad.
Oh, yeah, brilliant shot. Nanny-esque. Just over the goalkeeper, under the side of the crossbar, 2-1. Greenwood, United in front. Curly fries coming out. That's Express Pizza. I recognise those curly fries anywhere. Some of the most premium curly fries you're going to get from a Just Eat takeaway, I'll tell you that much. United are in front, 2-1. Score prediction. We went for 2-1, didn't we?
I went 3-0. That was.
This is going to be a thing.
Jubba Cake.
Alex changed the score. It's gonna be
Yeah, Alex changed his score. Jubba Cake, what scran you on, G? I assume that's talking to you.
Why did you say G?
No, because you're the only one who's scranning. Don't look for it, mate. Come on. We're on the same team, you and I.
Don't look for it, mate.
What scran are you on then, G?
Line that was.
Curly fries
Is that it?
Just curly fries.
and some chicken twister thing.
There we go.
In down the left
Rashford
again.
pushing down the left. Go on, boy. Oh, he's
good
took
job.
him out there. That's got to be a booking. Cynical foul there. Can I have one of those fries? Because I know how good they are. They're crisp.
I'd like to have a try one.
They crisp up post opening as well.
50p each.
They're really good.
Oh,
honestly,
really curly one.
How they manage to stay so crisp. When you get,
Oh, man.
they're really good. Express Pizza from Manchester.
Where is it?
It's my number one Just Eat takeaway of choice. I don't know where it is. It's really good. We're going for that 5-2 full time.
Yep.
Dior Sauvage Eau de Femmes. What? Or Eau for Men. What's that from?
I think we're back onto the.
Can't have this.
We're back onto.
Diesel, to be fair, I think Diesel
aftershave.
can eat anything. Apparently, he eats cheese.
What? All dogs eat cheese. Everything eats cheese. I saw a wasp eat
But
cheese.
he's meant to be lactose intolerant, apparently.
What, the dog?
Yeah, that's what Steve says.
I bet Steve hates that. Right, free kick to United. Pereira and Fred, both kind of, I would say, well,
Pereira.
into the box. Oh, good
save
save by
in
the
the
goalkeeper. It's near post. Dubravka making up for that. Well,
hear
shoddy's
the
keeper we
crunch
saw
on
from
those
the
fries, yes.
Martial shot before. Good save.
Breaking
but,
a mic and
a bit
everything,
easy,
innit?
really. I think I'd have saved that.
Let's get his camera saved.
He didn't really have to even dive, did
Pereira
he?
thinks it was better than it was, but
Diesel's not going to leave me alone now.
Yeah.
you don't
Oh,
need it.
cheers. Ball into the box again. The shutters are down in here. We lock ourselves in. We hunker down here.
Our producer who's currently in the Isle of... Is it?
Ooh, Lindelof going for that Zidane
Has just
volley.
said, can get Ronaldo
Over
to
the bar.
reposition his microphone to enhance the audio for our lovely viewers.
Chew into the mic, I think he
Cam,
said.
get into work, please.
Yeah, Cam, what are you doing here, mate? Right, yeah, pull your microphone so it's over this side.
Our producer just decided they wanted
turn
a
towards
month
them,
each off, I think.
Yeah, they're all off for 2 weeks. Disgusting
Are
behaviour.
they actually?
Well, Cameron's off till... I don't know when Cam's off till, but Callum's off till, I think, the 4th. And Will's off till, like, May.
Yeah, just went,
So,
I'm not here.
I'm going all till May.
Why?
I don't know, really. Probably just lazy, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. Will is off for quite a bit, though. I'm not sure why. I think Cam's back in the
I
next
thought he
week.
went uni here.
Yeah, he does. But I think it's like till the 24th of January or something. It's gone.
Oh.
Anyway, United up 2-1 now. This is a nice turnaround,
There you
the likes of which we've hardly seen this season.
Never in doubt, was it?
What do you think to the term "the likes of which"?
The likes of which, good.
It's always a bit
Good.
good and
If
bad,
you can-
isn't it?
If you can get it in there, you've done well. But it's...
But it can feel forced like that one
Yeah.
did. I'm back on Saturday. It'll be lovely to have you back, Cam. I've made some cookies, and I'll bring some in for you.
you
had a
made more than them? Or was that...
Yeah, there's a few more. There's
again on the right.
I'm giving them out like Christmas
Really?
cards.
Oh, it's a
There's a
good
couple
ball,
of a lucky lady or two that I've saved one for, and the rest are for work. So, yeah, come in, Cam. You can have a nice cookie. Callum's the real cookie guy, though, isn't he?
Oh, he loves them. He
He loves
powers
cookies.
through a 4-pack a day.
Yeah, that one who is a Chelsea boy. That's Cam.
That's the one.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea
You can abuse
boy.
him in the comments.
Oh yeah, give him some stick. Tag
Yeah.
him and slag him off because Chelsea lost today.
Yeah.
I know
Ask
that's
him
a
what the
bit
score
rude
was
one.
as
It's
well.
a bit childish, but you know what? Just
It is a bit
batter him.
childish, but
Yeah, and he likes a
engagement's
laugh.
all good.
He likes a laugh. He cut his head open as well. Oh, Cam, how is your head, by the way?
Oh,
'Cause
by the way, I saw that was disgusting.
have you seen it?
That picture you sent me today.
at the risk of saying something
No,
obscene here,
that was horrible.
it was one of the pussiest gashes I've seen in a long time. It was honestly gross. It was like someone had put a little dollop of mayonnaise on.
that,
Let's face it.
that phrase is the
What? I don't want to say it again.
Don't say it again.
Because it's not even rude.
It's not even
rude. It just
it's
sounds
not rude, but it's,
It wasn't good.
You're trying to get grounded.
Is it got I'm trying to get grounded? Yeah, if my dad hears me, I'm going to get grounded.
Cameron, I love a milkshake.
How is your head, Cam? Honestly, because is the infection gone yet? Because you got to
You must have
be
gone
careful.
to hospital with that.
Greenwood into. Oh! Who's that? Rashford. Wan-Bissaka with a
Like
chip
a
ball
ball
into the
he
back
puts in a
post,
cross.
and United win a header for the first time. Alex, change the score,
Change the
mate.
score.
3-1 United. Change it. Longstaff. Oh, hello. Still down on that score. VAR, I think. Or is it just...
I'm going to change it.
He's oh my God, he's preempted it. Good play. McTominay shugging some... Oh, that's the VAR there. Longstaff going down with a potential push or a shove. Imagine if not only was it no goal,
If I have to
McTominay
get back
sent
up
off.
again.
Great play from Wan-Bissaka there.
What a
Lovely
header.
chip ball back post, but this could be a sending off for... Nah,
No.
there's nothing on that. It's a finger in the eye, MMA style. Accidental finger in the eye. Wan-Bissaka, lovely chip ball to the back post. And Rashford,
Won a
battering.
header.
Is it Lascelles?
He's
Who is
won a
that?
header.
It's a,
Marcus Rashford has
lovely
won a
leap.
header.
He just puts his arm on the shoulder to slow down the jump
That's a
of...
proper.
That's
striker's
the...
goal, isn't it?
Who's that?
Don't know.
Cristiano... Maybe not quite Cristiano Ronaldo,
I
but
don't think
that's
I've ever seen Rashford score like that.
Like winning a header against someone.
brilliant striker's goal there from Rashford.
Like I've seen him score headers where he's the only person.
yeah,
you know,
him
where,
and Martial are both decent at that. But yeah, go on,
but,
sorry.
like to jump up against the centre half and win it.
Mm.
Mint. See,
Wonderful. 3-1
problems.
United, no VAR, no problems.
Get your wine.
McTominay is still skating on the edge of, well, a
playing
red
on the edge,
card.
isn't he?
He's playing right on the edge, poking fingers in eyes in build-ups to goals and all sorts. Christmas came late this year. Not that late, be
No.
honest.
Only a day late.
It's only a day late. Yeah, maybe take McTominay
Yeah, I
off.
think
Yeah, give
McTominay's,
Pogba a leg out.
Yeah.
A leg
Leg
out.
out.
A leggy leg
5-2.
Oh, ball in the box. Good header by McTominay.
By the way,
5-2's
5-2
looking possible.
5-2
5-2's
comes
on,
in.
boys.
I told you.
If you've not had a bet on it and you've said it,
It was 150 to 1.
175.
175 to 1.
Should have had a
And we called it.
I've got- I mean,
That's what else I called. Me and my dad in the car on the way here both knew before the Sheffield United game started that was going to end 1-1. He just had a feeling to it.
Quid on it, Alex.
We were
I might have to
spooky.
put a quid on 5-2 just to be sure.
Yeah, but now it's not going to be 175 to 1 anymore,
but
mate.
I still need to. just
Floating
in
man
case.
says, Ole out. Couldn't agree more. This is disgusting. 3-1 up. And a chance here. Ball inside to Martial. There's two men on his right. Can he get through the defence? He can. Martial by himself into the box. Goes down. Nothing given by the goalkeeper. Nothing given by the referee.
Should have shifted that.
5-2
Should've-
is 10 to 1 now. It was no.
That's how much the bookies have you, though, isn't it? Let's face
11
it.
just gone to
This
11
isn't
to
sponsored
1.
by anyone, but it's gone from 175 to 1 to 10 to 1. You're still, what, 3 goals away?
Yeah.
Great to see United be able to turn this around like this, though, isn't it? Really exciting stuff, good stuff from United. Let's see how Dom's doing on the social medias today. We've trusted him.
We've just left him.
We trusted you, Dom. You better not let us down.
He's done the team news.
You're crunching through them chips. This smells so good.
19,000 followers on Instagram.
19,700 followers.
So we need 300 more.
If you don't follow us on Instagram, give us a follow. Also, if you could like this video, that would be so helpful.
Yeah.
It could be a little Christmas present to Stretford Paddock.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe. If you don't like it,
Go over to Instagram.
And go over to Instagram as well.
It'd be cool to get to 20k before 2020. That's what we said the other day in the office.
Yeah, we'd love to get to
nice
20,000 followers on Instagram.
Round number.
Yeah.
Also, should we plug TikTok?
Yeah, we're on TikTok now.
Same.
You like TikTok, do you, Ronaldo?
What's that?
It's a song by Kesha.
Oh, yeah,
It's also they made an app based on the song by Kesha.
Yeah.
We've not had any social media from Dom of any of the goals. Come on, Dom, where are you, mate?
Diesel stayed next to me.
He said he was going to do socials
he
for us.
loves, I think socials, but I think he just means he's going to do half-time.
Yeah, but half-time, I suppose. Yeah, we can do that. I thought it might just give the little goal graphic out.
So we had a bit of a... I'm not saying it went viral, but...
I'm not saying it went viral.
Our first one of the TikToks did quite well. It got up to 4,000 views.
4,000 views. And we've got how many followers?
24.
24. So obviously it got something going on
something
there.
Something happened there.
Right, into the stoppage time at the end of the first half then. 2 minutes left. Ball out to Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. Going past his man. He trusts himself to go past him now, and he goes past him easily. Another chip ball to the back post there, similar to the one we just scored from. But Newcastle managed to get it away.
Is that first
Greenwood on his right foot, back post. Oh, lucky.
First assist for Wan-Bissaka?
I don't know if it's his first assist, but
it's
certainly one of his few assists, I would say, this season. If not his first. It was a lovely cross, though.
Yeah.
He did well. Again, there, he seems to have got the confidence to go past his man almost at will because he just flew past him there. No reservations about it.
Know how many games we've won this season after going down a goal? I think
it was one. I remember seeing the stat a couple of games ago. Yes, please. Scrap me off.
Oh, go on then.
Scrap me up, boy. I remember seeing that it was one a few games ago, and we haven't done it since then. So I believe it's one until now.
When was that?
What's going through? Oh, we're in Lockett and Road. Very easy.
Who was that?
He's a bit lightweight.
Joelinton.
Yeah.
Joelinton, yeah. Who was it who turned there? Lindelof.
As usual, Lindelof struggles against every striker with a bit of physicality.
Sorry, Cam. I'll say that again. But in the mic.
Say it again.
Lindelof struggles against any striker with a bit of physicality.
I said that over here.
Microphones.
Yeah, you need to talk.
over
Get
there.
your mic. So it's like...
We have to...
No, he can't keep up with my head.
Here.
What's happened to the hand? What happened there? You?
Me?
Yeah.
I was holding it like that.
No, as in the cut on your hand.
Oh, I burnt myself taking those cookies out of the oven. Do you know those famous cookies I brought with me?
Yeah.
Oh, because there were flames.
And they were so hot that they burnt me. 5 seconds left in this half then. What you would have to call in a way, it's almost been a perfect half because not only are we 2 goals up, but we've addressed arguably the biggest criticism of Solskjaer's team so far is struggling to break down teams below us. We've scored 3 goals and struggling to come back from scoring.
Yeah.
As he just might as well be throwing grenades into that microphone with the volume of that tin foil. Half time then, 3-1 United.
Done well there.
Done really well.
Have we got sauce in here?
Yeah, check in there. What do you want? What do you want, boy?
Some meat.
Yeah, I think there's some ketchup in the fridge. Do you want to have a look? Half time then, yeah. What do you think to that first half?
Half time, 3-1.
Happy days.
Done well.
Ronaldo's gone with happy days. To me, that's
Happy
a bit
days.
of a running before we can walk statement there.
I think it was, I mean...
Because they get a goal back at any time.
10, 15 minutes, and then... Their keeper's made, to be fair, their keeper's made a bit of a mistake. It wasn't good football from Luke Shaw.
I mean, do you know something, right? I know their keeper made a mistake, and you can blame as much of that as you want on him and whatever. It's nowhere near the mistakes we've been seeing from United in recent games, is it?
Nothing. Not the De Gea one.
The De Gea one, even for the second, the Lindelof goal, against Villa. Lindelof own goal.
Yeah.
Some of the mistakes we've seen from United are so freakish and so ridiculous that. Not that you could say we didn't deserve to lose the game.
It's one of the strange things about our fan base.
It's just insane, isn't it?
You've got people slagging off Luke Shaw, and then people going how good he is.
Well, he set up.
And how he set up the goal and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Joe, put the kettle on, lad. I think Ronaldo, put the kettle on, mate. I don't know why. Just put the kettle on or something. I don't know.
Don't.
Do or don't. It's up to you. Pereira isn't good enough, but he's a good plan B. Yeah, we need a plan A, which I think we've got in
a bunch of
Pogba.
plan B's playing plan A.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
It's not far away now from transfer season, is it? 5 days.
Oh,
5 days.
the transfers, Ronaldo.
Can't wait to get linked to 40 players.
Yeah.
40?
40.
If we're lucky.
If it's only 40, we've done well.
I could probably
reckon.
name 40 now that we've been linked with since the summer.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Who
But
do you reckon is coming in?
do you know what? As much as I know it's. Can you just put that to the side?
Yeah, we'll put it
I know it's going over old ground so much and we repeat the same things, but I love transfers. I love it. It's like Ultimate Team, but in real life, isn't it? Like, Haaland, I think
Haaland's close
surely
to
we're interested. I think it's safe to say that we're interested in Haaland, isn't it? We've seen from what
Yeah.
Solskjaer said that you can't deny that there's some interest there, and we are trying to get him in.
Yeah, he should come.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I try not to do is ever say we're going to get this person because even down to the last day, those things can change. But
Yeah.
I feel more confident saying whether I think we're interested in someone. I think we're interested in Haaland. I think we're interested in Sancho.
Definitely.
I think we're probably interested in Maddison. But again, though, who's actually reported on that? That almost seems like a
I don't think the Madison one's gonna happen anytime.
not in January.
Not in January. I think this is one that's.
I've
I don't even think it'll happen this summer. I still have a sneaky feeling about Eriksen because I think he's.
I think Eriksen might happen in Jan.
That's what I mean. I think Eriksen's leaving Tottenham. I think
If they want any money for him, they have to let him
It's
go.
gonna
in
be
January.
bold though. Bold to like
It
Tottenham
is.
to give him to United.
Well, I think Mourinho kind of just wants rid of him.
Also, do you know, we've seen it before. We've seen it. You see it a lot with United, actually. And it happened with Lukaku. And as much as I think Lukaku's been a bit of a, what's the right word to use here? Let's just say very unprofessional with how he left United and his quotes since leaving United. But he's a good striker in the right system. What?
Dog.
The dog's shaking. Yeah, because he wants food so much.
Why is the dog shaking?
Doesn't he resetting her out?
Is he
He's
cold
all
or what?
Yeah, put your finger on the button. You know the button. In there, turn him off.
I
Reset
don't have a
him.
dog, so I don't know if that's normal.
No, he's fine. He's
Dog's
shaking
just
because
got a
he's
bit of
excited.
shake. He's excited because there's food,
But
people, and
yeah, going back to Lukaku.
yeah.
I think that he's conducted himself quite poorly since leaving United. Some of the quotes has come out, the whole thing with the Luke Shaw thing. But what I will say about him is, fans like to slag off players that have either left or that they think are going to leave. So United fans slagging off Pogba when it looked like he was going to leave, and he still might leave in the summer. And United fans slagging off Lukaku when he was going to leave. When you know, for his age, I think he's one of the top scorers ever for a 23-year-old.
Did you see the
And
quotes that came out?
I think Tottenham fans are doing the same with Eriksen slightly. I think they see that he's leaving, and let's show everyone the worst of him now, so that we don't look quite as bad when he goes. Sorry, carry on.
You seen the quotes that came out about Lukaku? The quotes came out. Lukaku said this week. He said after a year, he said to Pogba, he said, "I'm done with this." He said, "I'd score one goal, but miss a couple of chances in the game, and that's all everyone was saying." But I'm like, that's being a Manchester United player. That's being at the biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
You're always going to get criticised, and if you're not up for that, if you want everyone to say, "Oh no, you're great," then
Stay at Everton.
stay at Everton.
Stay at West Brom.
Stay at West Brom.
And I don't know anything about Lukaku. Obviously, I've never met him. Don't know anything about him. The way he speaks and the way he talks about himself and about his career has a sort of a ring of insecurity to me. That he feels as though he has to defend everything,
And
good or bad.
The thing is, you can't knock how
before
good
it's
he
even
was.
happened.
Yeah, you can't knock how good he was from the age of. He started at Anderlecht at 16.
Yeah. Was it 27 goals in his first season for United, 17 in his second?
Like that spell, even when he went to West Brom, how good he was. It's good wine. It's
lovely wine.
That's why, like, I've always said Lukaku is just a confidence player, really.
He is, and I think it's right. I think we were right to let him go. He doesn't fit this. He doesn't fit this system. He's not that kind of player. You look how much, like you said, how deep Martial dropped for the ball. I think Ollie wants someone to do that. And you don't want Lukaku doing that because his play on the floor isn't good enough. He's someone that wants to be putting balls in behind, running in behind, or bullying people. He's not the person that's going to hold the ball, drop in and do it.
Sorry, Zachary Purvis with a super chat saying, "Thank you for the mint content and not whining like other United channels do. Couldn't be more happy with your streams." Thank you very much, Zachary. That's really nice, and thanks for the money as well. Obviously, it's all very appreciated, and we're glad you enjoy it.
Lukaku's just mentally fragile, really.
Yeah.
He's one of them when he was at United.
Yeah.
As soon as people are on his backs a little bit, completely goes to pieces.
Well, he had that.
And then also my issue with him is when he scores or when things are going well, he has a little bit of like arrogance about it.
Well,
Yeah.
do you remember his first season when he'd gone through a bit of a dry spell of scoring goals, and then he scored one and refused to celebrate for like 5-6 games in a row.
He did that for the rest of the time.
Yeah, he just kind of
I reckon that must have coincided with the time that he'd realised that he was leaving United, because the first sort of 6 months, when he scored, he looked absolutely elated. He celebrated, he went with it. After that, he just sort of stood still. Like, sort of people were, almost Cantona-esque celebrations, but in a way that didn't quite feel like he was part of the side, did it? Yeah. It was a strange situation with Lukaku. And
basically, he only wants everyone to be patting him on the back.
I think he's that kind of player, yeah. And, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but it does... You're
going to get stick at Manchester United.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. Every player's got... I mean, how much abuse did Rooney get? And he never went through as many bad spells as everyone. He'd have 2 games where he didn't score and people would be like... Oh,
I've never seen... I think Beckham was maybe the one before him, but I've never seen anyone get as much stick in my life in the press as Wayne Rooney. It was another level. Yeah. And the way... I mean, looking back... He always used to get stick for being thick, for being this, for granny, all that stuff. Every rumour, everything you could ever imagine.
And even the
he handled that so well. Generally,
now people give him stick about his career.
Yeah,
he's England's
top scorer ever.
United's top scorer ever.
I could defend Wayne Rooney all day.
Everything at club level you can win.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing he could have done was scored 50 a season like Ronaldo was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Messi was doing, but not you, mate.
Yeah.
Have you scored 50 in a season?
Maybe on Be a Pro.
Who's the best? Gareth saying, who's the best player of the last decade? Well, I'll tell you what, great question. We've got a video about that. Me, Stephen Howson and Jay from Full Time Devils, we went into that in full depth, looking at all the potential candidates. They're really good. There's another one coming out tomorrow as well, and that's going to be United's best moment of the decade. But who are your players of the decade for United?
De Gea.
De Gea.
Yeah. Who do you think?
I'm not having recency bias, so I'm just going to say De Gea.
De Gea. Yeah, I think De Gea's a fine choice, to be honest.
I'm leaning towards, because I watched the video, I'm leaning towards what you said, but I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say. I'm leaning towards what you guys said.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think that player was better at a time when we were
winning
the best. Like, De Gea has been brilliant and was very good, in the season where we won titles.
Yeah.
But has been almost standout because of how poor we have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as for the goal scoring thing, I was never much of a goal scorer.
No.
So I'm saying
Just
as more of an assist maker.
Or an assist or an assister. You were pre-assist.
Left wing, right wing.
Assister.
In Kirby. Outside Liverpool. The outskirts.
We just seen a replay of Marcus Rashford's goal there. It's almost, I know this is going to sound stupid, but seeing him win that header there and scoring that is like it's like seeing a different player almost, isn't it? It's like the potential of him to do that going forward is something nice to see him add into his game there. Obviously, we've seen him evolve a lot this season.
We're not going to talk about the vigorous warm-up by Pogba.
Pogba was proper going for it there,
tip tap.
That generally means he's coming on then.
Yeah, he's coming. I think...
I would assume it'd be Pogba for McTominay, personally.
I think so. It wouldn't... I mean, I don't think Ollie wanted to do that. I don't think at the start of the game he was thinking, that's what I want to do and bring Pogba on. I'd like to bring him on for maybe Pereira or Fred.
Yeah,
McTominay...
He did everything possible to get taken off, really.
Yeah, he's close. I think he's close to getting...
Committed like 4 fouls.
And there's literally no point in keeping him on. I mean...
And he was semi-injured.
Yeah. So what were the contenders for moments of the decade? That you
Moment of the decade, yeah. So the next video coming out in that series, if you haven't seen the first one, again, like I said, check it out, Player of the Decade. The next one is Moment of the Decade. So that can be a goal, a sign-in, a tackle, a transfer, anything. So that some of the contenders were Rooney bicycle kick against City. Some of the signing Pogba, because you have to isolate the moment away from what it became. So signing Falcao was mentioned just because of the hype and the excitement going on. The Rashford goal against PSG.
Yeah, I think Rashford
winning the 20th title. Van Persie's goal against Villa to win the 20th title. All of these were mentioned.
Wasn't the hype signing Falcao dimmed because everyone knew that he was coming off, basically tearing his knee to shreds?
Yeah, there was a bit of that.
But it was a weird time because everyone was like, it was just a weird time because everyone.
Same time as Di Maria.
Yeah, because
about 2 days
I was
later.
actually reading something today about Welbeck had left, was leaving, and we just replaced him with Falcao, Di Maria, and you're like,
It felt
oh
so
my god,
good.
what's happening here?
It was
Like,
so ridiculous. And
it
they
was
were
it was
both
crazy, and then it just never happened.
And also, actually, I know Di Maria gets a lot of stick for everything
He was
that
class
happened.
for a
He was
bit.
sensational for those first
He
10
was
games.
ridiculous.
He was unbelievable. That goal he scored
You
against
kinda-
Leicester.
you kinda
I remember
looked
saying,
at him.
I was on the phone to my dad, who's there, and I remember saying to him, I was walking to uni when I was at uni, and I remember saying, I don't know what Real Madrid have got at their team, but if in their squad, but if they can let someone as good as Di Maria leave, then
It
it's
was crazy. How good-
ridiculous. He was so
He
good
had
to
a
start
few
with.
games where he's
Amazing.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I
he
think-
his house got robbed, which let's not forget, that's pretty
It's a
difficult.
big thing, yeah. It's,
And he seemed to fall out with people. He didn't like England, all that kind of thing happened. But to start with, he was so good. Yeah, there was a real optimism around that time. And again, same with Mourinho. Van Gaal had won the league in the second season of every team he'd ever been at. So, it's pretty.
I was in that
There was a
group.
lot of excitement going on around that
you're-
time. But yeah.
Ronaldo's not in this group. Sorry,
You're
I
not
just
in it.
opened up a group chat. And
Right, we've got a
Ronaldo's not in
super
it.
chat. Speaking of chat, we've got a super chat. This is from Nero. He says, I've got no witty comments today. Been sick and the brain is a little slow. Just want to say the stream is great as always, lads. Hashtag Alex change the score.
Get that hashtag trending.
Alex change the score is trending, I think. Yeah, thank you very much, Nero, mate. I hope you're feeling better soon.
Can we get 200 likes though? How about that?
200
come
likes
on.
would be great. Yeah, it really does help us with the
said-
video and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. I know it sounds a bit
Just going
begging,
to
but
skip 100 and get to
it
200.
helps us. If you could like the video, if you haven't liked it, that would be very helpful. Do you think that all the transfer rumours like Zlatan to Milan and Neymar to Barca are true or false? To be honest, for most of it, we are none the wiser. We're just following the same
No,
stuff you
I
do.
think Zlatan one that makes sense. Zlatan wants to come back and play. Milan are struggling, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think he's going to go back to an old club because he's not. He's only going to do 6 months, isn't he? I think.
Yeah,
that's
he's gonna
be
do
him
a
and
sort
he's
of
wanting
backup,
to finish. I
yeah.
think he wants to be done. I think he'd have come back to United if they'd have offered it him, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think he's going to go back to Barcelona. He's never going back to Barcelona. I can tell you that. That's a,
I don't.
and then
But,
Yeah, he
but
didn't
the,
like his
the
time
thing is,
there.
though,
And then I
him going
think
to
Italy-
AC, what's the point? Because he's not going to win anything. He can maybe look good for a few games, but is he gonna? Is he really going to sort of paint himself in glory? He's risking basically looking terrible and slow and old.
I don't.
And
think
the
he will, though, 'cause I
upside
think
is
he's really
what?
good still.
What's the upside?
I don't. I think he's.
Score
I
a
think
few
he's gonna look
crazy
really good,
goals.
yeah.
He'll score a couple crazy goals. We can say
I think.
that.
I think he enjoyed it there. I think that was the big thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. How is Andreas doing today? He's been okay.
Been okay.
Too many shots lashed over the bar, but he did settle Martial for the
Yeah.
opener. Pogba
is
looks like he's
Paul
coming
Pogba.
on with this hair that looks like. Do you know when you see it from the front? Do you know Harry from Home Alone when he's got those feathers stuck in his hair? And he's like that, and he's got the burnt head and the feather stuck in it. It looks like he's got a couple feathers stuck in his hair, and I really like it. Reminds me of my favourite Christmas film. But it looks like he's coming on surely for McTominay.
You'd think, wouldn't you? Because he's well on the way to a red
Yeah.
card, McTominay, isn't he?
In terms of the other transfer stuff, occasionally we
So,
do hear
Can't wait
rumours.
for a
and-
spanner in the works and
The
it's
other-
not McTominay.
Maybe, yeah.
The other ones, what did I
It was
actually say?
Neymar to Barca. But
it
yeah,
is.
we don't. All we do is
Neymar to Barca.
the main things we do. We occasionally hear some inside rumours
Here's
on
McTominay.
United just because
McTominay's
of
off.
Stephen gets he has relationships with people inside United, and we can hear stuff that way. But generally, in terms of other outside transfers, we're just following.
Yeah, and going
Reddit's a
through,
good
you know,
source, and their tier system on Reddit is
And
one of
it's
the best
kinda-
ways to follow things.
I
But
think
yeah,
there's
it's
a way
just,
of reading between the lines on all
Yeah,
the articles
yeah,
that people write, where
exactly.
people are going, he's
And-
linked with there,
and this.
and it's just that it's just someone's gone.
Yeah, let's just make
They've-
something up.
He looks like he could fit there, and he like price wise he'd be about right.
Yeah.
So let's just throw him in there.
Well,
That's
and also,
a
if
lot of
if
it.
you look at your transfers by sort of newspaper consensus, you'll see sometimes that the more reliable papers like the Guardian or the Telegraph, or basically the broadsheets, tend to have a bit more of a high standard of what they report on. If 2 or 3 of them come out at the same time, with there was an article a few weeks ago that United are targeting 2 midfielders and a striker. That seems
usually
as though
pretty
that
good.
might have been a briefing
Timer.
by United.
Timer.
Oh yeah, timer. That might have been a briefing by United.
It's behind, so what are you going to do now? How
So
can
the
you-
top one needs to be 45 and the
can-
bottom one needs to be 90 now.
How can you salvage?
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so do 46-10 and then do 90 at the bottom. And then you're starting in 8 seconds. But yeah, generally just transfers.
They start in 8 seconds time. How good's your timing,
4,
Alex?
3, 2, 1, go! Yes, lads. It's 2
Couple seconds later,
2 seconds behind, but that'll do. Alex has started the clock. He's back. Pogba was removed that he was going to be traded with Vinicius Junior.
Has it gone to 0-0?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, we can see that's live now. That's us now.
Pogba's going to be what?
I don't know why that's... No, that's when you paused it. You paused the stream in the
4
first
minutes.
half.
Sorry.
Pogba
Pogba's
traded
last-
with Vinicius Junior. What? I don't see why that would happen. Vinicius Junior's been pretty underwhelming at Real Madrid. He looks dangerous, but I don't think he's struggled to get into their team.
Play we want.
I don't know why we would be after him. He's another left winger as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
The last thing we need, really.
Left winger, man.
We've already got 3 left wingers, or 2.5 with James, Rashford, and Martial. So was it Pogba for McTominay? Looks like it was McTominay who's come
And
off
it looks like Pogba's. I think
in that
Fred's
sit.
kind of dropped a little bit deeper. Pogba alongside him,
Pereira
and
a bit
Pereira
slower
staying
to
where
it.
he is.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Oh.
Diesel getting a bit. Oh, good dispossession by Greenwood there on Williams on the left back position. Back to Wan-Bissaka into Pogba. Dummies it. Martial back. Poor ball from Martial there. Didn't quite pick up the run of Pogba properly. Again, let us know what you're drinking.
Yep.
Christmas Eve, where are you? Christmas Eve. It's
Eve.
Boxing Day. Let us know if you're at home, if you're drinking, what you're doing in the comments below. Good step in from Maguire there, cutting out a Newcastle attack. Just sort of lazily clipping it down the line there. But
What's everyone's New Year's plans then?
New Year's resolution.
Not resolution, but what's the...
New Year's, I'm going to my friend's house. Having a little house party. What are you doing, Ronaldo? China White.
China White, don't you?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Do you not know yet?
I still don't have a plan. It's going to be a spontaneous one. It's usually the best that way.
Polish it off, boys.
Top it off.
It's been a lovely... Thank you again to BT
Thank
Sport
you to
for
BT Sports.
supplying us with our wine for tonight.
Diesel's packed in.
Diesel's packed in, where is it? Oh yeah, he's laid down there. He's keeping an eye on you though.
Eggnog. Someone's on that eggnog. Have you had eggnog?
I've had eggnog. Yeah, it's
I've had
nice.
Eggnog's great.
Imagine like custard
Right.
that gets you pissed.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No.
Drinking eggnog, lads. Good lad. Nero's just drinking lemon juice.
No alcohol here.
No
that's
thanks, I'm
poison.
sweet enough. It don't have to be alcohol. You got any drink?
No.
If you got a Crush'em or maybe a Lucozade Sport or something, keeping those isotonics high just in case.
Camucho is on a 9% porter that was brewed on the top of Ben Nevis.
Lovely. I don't think that's
£6.
real.
I don't think so either.
2 showers on Bailey's. That's about it. He hasn't said anything more than that.
No.
King Shenko watching from Jamaica. Good to see you, King. Straw straight into the jar of applesauce. Oh, that's lovely. It must be a nice
Very
wide
Christmas.
straw. Rashford up to Martial. Bit of a poor ball there.
Yam tea. Someone's having a brew.
Yeah, to Yamazaki. Lovely.
Yamazaki. What's Yamazaki?
I think it's a type of wine. Pogba on the ball to Fred. Shaw on the left. Lovely first time ball into Greenwood. Edge of the box. Oh, Rashford, sorry. Pogba! Oh! Just wide. I thought he'd put that in then from 30 yards out. That was exciting. Yorkshire team. A lot of people on the wacky backy tonight, I must say. Not that we condone that. Drug use is abhorrent. Probably.
Someone said the wine. It's... John said it.
Yeah, just go to the camera. Oh, it's not going to be in focus though, is it? You can focus it. Use your hand. Yeah, it's not going to be.
That's not in focus.
Zoom in though. You can zoom in. Can't be hard. Yeah, it's a Japanese whiskey. Oh, my mistake there. I thought it was a type of wine.
Chateauneuf de Pape 2017.
It's 2017. Not a bad year.
Great year.
Search Northern Monk. I tell no lies. Brew from Leeds. Yeah, there's a. I live just around the corner. I don't want to say where we are, but there's a Northern Monk pub there. And Martial's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Can I do a heavy touch? Chips it. Easy as you like.
Easy as you like. I thought he overran that.
Yeah, he
So
did.
I.
He just enough to tease the goalkeeper, and the ball's
Waiting,
chipped over.
I'm waiting till you say it.
4-1.
5-2.
Alex, change the score.
Change the score.
4-1.
5-2 coming in. Hope whoever said it at the start put a bet on, but I doubt you did.
Lovely goal. So that's the front three all with a goal now. Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood scored. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, the front three had scored already. You got to say vindicated transfer selection from Solskjaer.
Yeah.
Playing the likes of Greenwood, playing the likes of Pereira. Pereira set up the first one. Greenwood scored the third one. Martial with 2. Lovely finish that. It's a lovely, calm, composed finish.
Wait, did the keeper get injured?
And
great
also,
ball,
you
that.
show that in comparison
Did the keeper
to
get injured
the
off
situation Jesse Lingard found himself in a couple of days ago.
I think he stunned his hand.
Stunned his hand. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Martial accidentally stood full weight on the goalkeeper's hand. That could be a problem for him there.
He's got
But
Martial in his
you know,
team.
you compare that to the Lingard chance the other day. If that had been someone like Martial or one of the strikers, we'd probably win that game. I know it's silly to say, but it's just the difference in quality there. And Martial, even looking like he'd overran it, as you said, Ronaldo, just chipped the goalkeeper as he fell down. There's a lovely ball into the centre from Pogba. United, I mean, looking like they could score basically any number of goals at this point. Exciting play from United. This is good, isn't it? This is nice. Merry Christmas, honestly.
Everyone was in a really bad mood before.
No.
Everyone was all ollie out, and it's
The
4-1
Lord's on
now.
our side today.
Newcastle giving us a Christmas gift. Yeah, that's true.
We
Vash.
scored 4 or more this season.
I think
against Chelsea.
Yeah, we scored 4-0 against
Hi,
Chelsea. Yeah, hi Cam, in case you'd forgotten. Ole out, people. Yeah, exactly. I don't know where they are now. I think they've probably changed their mind.
People. Stretford Paddock in, of course.
Yeah, we'll do a job.
Always.
Imagine us on the touchline. How much stick I'd get if I was the
fair,
manager of Man United.
Paddock FC trial.
Pereira,
By the way,
there's 4 of us breaking here. There's some
wide,
good
go
space.
wide.
Oh,
No,
you
Greenwood.
idiot! That was... I shouldn't have called him an
thing
idiot.
is,
But that was
That's
poor.
what I'm telling you about
What's
Pereira
happened here?
and his decision making.
It's just not.
Mason Greenwood
But
was
then
in
again,
20 yards
I've
of
got to say
space.
to Greenwood,
What's going on?
is he screaming for that though? Is he?
You don't know.
Say,
You
is he
honestly don't know.
screaming
know.
for it?
It's just
That's
poor.
what's he give here? He's supposed to foul. Oh,
Nah, he's
Why has he gone for the the
Shaw's
complete
purposely
difficult
slowed
pass?
himself. Balls
I know.
it.
He's gone for the difficult part. Like
Yeah, I mean, Greenwood was in
You
so
don't
much space.
have
And look at
so much
this.
space. And Martial's made a good run.
Martial's a great dummy run for Greenwood, who's
Play
in
Greenwood in
literally, what would you say, 15 yards from the nearest defender, Greenwood, as he approaches the edge of the box. Terrible.
Someone should challenge Ronaldo to finish his career as Man United's all-time top scorer. Like,
That's you.
I don't think.
me.
Do you reckon you make it? I don't think you would if you started now.
If you started now.
I think I started a lot earlier, mate.
Yeah, Rooney started when he was 5 years younger than you.
No, but
Yeah.
Alex's suggestion is I'm just going to start playing football tomorrow.
Start just straight in the team. Start at left wing.
I said
right wing.
my max would be 15 minutes.
15 minutes, you reckon?
Yeah,
You think you
anything
could
longer
do
than
50
that
minutes at Premier League level.
without blowing out my ass.
Yeah, I'm saying I think that's a lot.
That is probably a lot.
Yeah, I think I'd struggle to do
Big pitch.
2 minutes. You do 3 or 4 sprints up and down, which you could easily do in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
there'd
game
be-
over.
There'd be no up and down. There would be up.
They'd be up and
No, because you
And
think
then-
stay.
because
Up and
you have no idea of the speed of it until
No,
you
I'd have
actually.
to be right wing. Let Wan-Bissaka do all the defending.
But
That'd be
I'm-
ideal, wouldn't it?
I'm
Just
hearing
like-
though, like Championship League One football is faster.
Faster than the
think
Premier League?
Yeah.
No.
No, I think it is.
Not
There's-
true.
There's definitely
I
no.
think-
It,
I
there's
reckon the
definitely
pace
more,
is the same, but I think the difference is the quality in the Premier League just makes it a little
Premier
bit
League
faster.
has more controlled football involved.
Yeah.
Possession football. Whereas I remember watching the Leeds Huddersfield game the other day because my mate was playing, and that was one of the fastest games I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are
season,
standout games that are fast, but I think the quality and speed of the Premier League, in terms of that overwhelming, both mentally and physically kind of feeling that you would
that
get, I
have played
think
both-
nothing would compare
people
to
that
the
have played
Premier
both
League.
have said the Championship's faster.
Okay. Well, I mean,
yeah.
obviously I've got nothing
Yeah.
to compare that to other than me watching it, so I'm surprised. But yeah, it's all fast, isn't it? It's all crazy.
They're all
And
fast.
the difference with the Championship and the Premier League is the space that you're allowed on the ball. That is definitely tighter and more restricted
you are
in,
right.
in the Premier League.
You are right.
You don't
Game
get
to
that
game,
space.
Game to game, like
Yeah.
you said.
But I'm sure, like a game like they said, Leeds Huddersfield, which is kind of a local rivalry,
That might
isn't
be,
it?
derby game.
Yeah, so I'm sure that was, very high pace, high energy. Bring Gomez for Pereira.
He's not on the bench.
I don't think he's on the bench, is he? Or is he?
No. No, he's not.
Martial on for a hat-trick, 1 more goal, and we will net 5 for the first time since Ole's first match.
I'd like to see a
Yeah,
hat-trick
I
as
don't
well.
want him
We've
to
not-
slow down.
When was
at
the
all.
last time we
Great
had a hat trick?
tackle on Bissaka. The last time we had a hat-trick in the league, I think it was...
I think it was Van Persie.
I think it was Van Persie in the league. If anyone knows the last United player to score a hat-trick in the Premier League, do let us know. I think, obviously, there was a hat-trick in one of the cup games, wasn't there? Under Mourinho. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, let us know the last time someone scored a hat-trick in the Premier League for Man
Does
United.
Zlatan have a hat trick for United?
I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway. Love to see Lingard get on for a goal. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It looks like we're seeing... Is that Atsu? Christian Atsu? Yeah, I think it is Christian Atsu warming up for Newcastle, just taking his trousers off there.
Zlatan versus San Etienne.
Yeah, there you go. So we have seen a hat trick, but the last Premier League hat trick is the stat we're looking for, because I don't think we've had one since Ferguson.
See that there from Pogba. There is
Yeah,
no other player that United have that can do that. Weak foot meant to be.
Is his left
Switch of
foot as
play.
well? Just 60-yard switch of play.
Ridiculous.
With a man on his back in, just outside of our penalty spot.
Go on, why not?
Pogba! Oh, he's dummied inside. Setting someone up on his left foot. Oh, the goalie read that about a mile off, wasn't he? The goalie was like a statue frozen horizontally in midair.
He should have.
Nah, give it, he's 4-1 up. He wants a chance to come back and have a bit, doesn't he?
He's quality Pogba.
Yeah, he's our best player.
People that slag him off are...
Yeah.
I was in a house yesterday full of City Liverpool fans. It was painful.
He would get into any team in the world, Pogba.
Yeah.
I honestly...
And people that
except the only team he maybe wouldn't get in is someone like... He'd definitely get in still, but someone like Atletico Madrid, where they are so sort of Navy SEAL
The
drilled.
only other argument someone said yesterday was Liverpool fan in the house, which was unbearable.
Oh, I think he wouldn't struggle to walk into their midfield.
He wouldn't struggle, but would he fit in their system?
Absolutely.
Because they work there.
No, he'd fit in easily. Their midfield is the weakest point of their team. They're lucky.
It is quality.
They're not lucky. Well, I suppose you could say lucky, but they're fortunate.
It's more
that
functional
they've got
than it is, and I think someone
Their
like
midfield is Jordan Henderson and
Fabinho. They're lucky that they've got two brilliant attacking fullbacks that can provide the assist that
Wijnaldum's
midfield
underrated
does.
for how good
Very
on the ball he
Yeah, he's
is.
a great player. Martial,
Rashford
through, and it's offside. He's offside and he still missed.
Is it
but you got to finish off in it anyway.
He's
Yeah,
offside.
Yeah. No, yeah, the ref allowed it to go on. But yeah, I think Pogba would walk into Liverpool's midfield. You think you don't get a game over Wijnaldum? Or over Fabinho or any of them? And not that it matters, but I just think if we do replace Pogba, if we do sell Pogba, we need to buy two or three players to replace him, not just one. We're not going to find a single player that can do what Pogba does. You need another defensive midfielder and another attacking midfielder.
You need two players that've got more quality. One player with more quality than Fred.
Two specialists.
And I said a number 10 that can play.
Yeah, if you get, a Didi from Leicester and Eriksen from Tottenham,
Tielemans,
that way you can kind of
like
replace half of the characteristics of Pogba in two different players who may be slightly better at each.
That's mad. That's the people that saying you need to have two players to replace Pogba. Which is,
you do.
Yeah.
Because no one's as good. There's no all-round midfielder as good as him in the world. And I know he's defensively, he sort of lets that side of his game fall by the wayside sometimes.
Messi do all right.
Yeah, Messi would be all right. But he's not a midfielder, though, Messi. He's maybe a 10 at best, but he's a winger, really, that drops deep.
Who scores for Man U? Martial with 2, Rashford and Greenwood with...
Deflected screamer.
Screamer.
Yeah, like the nanny one against... I think it was Tottenham. I think I was at that game. We were in the opposite end.
Yeah, it seems to be a trend.
And he scored that goal, and you couldn't tell that
he's out all the time.
Yeah, you couldn't tell that that the shot had been deflected, which I'm sure you maybe couldn't in this game either if you're at the game, and just looked like an incredible goal. But yeah, it's almost similar to that, really.
Someone said Ronaldo's coming back somewhere.
No, he's not.
It's not going to happen. Someone said I want the old Man United back. I hate Pogba.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what you do. Write a little letter saying, "Dear Manchester United, can we have the old you back, please? Lots of love, whatever." Send that to Alex Ferguson at Old Trafford, M1 10FJ.
Yeah, just
and then they'll do that for you. They'll sort that out for you. They'll bring the old United back. You'll have George Best, Jesper Blomqvist,
Martial. Here's the post.
Yeah, we ain't getting the old United back, is the point I'm making.
No, it's not. And he's...
Martial's going to be fuming when he gets taken off. No. Definitely.
He's going to get taken off.
He won't.
Do you think?
No,
we're going to want to bring on.
Ollie takes him off all the time.
Yeah. I think he sees him as the most defensively unreliable of that front three, doesn't he? So if we ever need to...
how defensively reliable do you need to be playing up front?
Well, I think when we're trying to defend a lead in the games... Because we've not been 3 goals ahead of anyone in about 6 months. So I think we struggle... We have to hold out a bit more. We put Rashford up front and he'll come back, and you've got Lingard who's going to do more defensively. I think that's the problem. Yeah. We never have a good lead that we don't need to defend.
Newcastle look like they've given up already.
Yeah, Newcastle is shit.
Newcastle
they're not.
just
I'm
trying
But
to.
But then Watford are meant to be worse. But then Watford's a weird one though because they've got good players. Don't make
There's a
any
few
sense.
decent players, Decore, Delafeu, but
Yeah.
Delafeu.
If we'd have scored against Watford in those early chances, we'd
Delafeu
have battered
looks
him.
like a fucking world beater against us.
yeah.
Yeah, it was brilliant. So quick and his agility
So
and his
shifty.
dribbling.
I thought. I
pissed.
remember saying that. I think Delafeu's give Wan-Bissaka his hardest game
Yeah.
out of
I'd agree
everyone.
with that.
Out of everyone.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And that says a
definitely.
lot.
Bigger than Sterling.
Yeah, well, Sterling had a good 10 minutes, and then Wan-Bissaka was like
No, I've got you.
recalibrating defensive mechanisms, and then just did him, didn't he? He's like, undetected, Sterling on pitch, and he didn't know what he was doing for the first 10 minutes.
Yo, he's scaring me, bro.
Firmware update activated. That's how they did, and then he just had him.
Moving on to.
Oh, come on! Pass me a Kronenberg. What are you drinking at home? You still on the eggnogs, boy? Someone was on. Rashford just gone to the ball there a bit.
We're on the cans now.
I need some dinner.
Couple of cans.
I'm gonna spew, mate. I'm fucking gone, boy.
Where's Diesel gone? Disappeared.
Diesel's fell.
Diesel's on the cans around the corner.
Where is Diesel? Can you see him?
I think he's on the couch.
Is he? I've just seen a replay of Martial chance there. Hit the, what would you say, the inside of the post from about 20 yards
saying
out.
about our 4-1 demolition.
Demolish. Let's have a look. Marcus Rashford looks like he's coming off. Again, his 15th goal for United this season, extending his best goal scoring return in any season for United, isn't it already?
Yeah.
I think that's good to bring him off. He's played a lot of games this season. We've seen his goal again, a lovely chipped cross in from Wan-Bissaka if you haven't seen it, and he just out jumps. Is it Shah? Who is it that he out jumps? But just an excellent jump from a real striker's kind of header that you'd expect to see from the likes of who? Ronaldo or
Now they're saying
what are they saying?
Greenwood for Euros 2020.
I think he'll have a
That'd be a
shout.
big shout.
I think he'll have a chance. We've seen from Southgate that he doesn't mind involving a youngster. I think maybe the World Cup will be more of a better chance for him. The Euros might come a bit too soon.
A bit too soon. But it
If
depends
he ends
what
this
happens.
season with 15 goals, he's
If
going.
he goes on a run,
I'll tell you that.
even if it's 3 or 4 games
tell
before
you.
that, he just goes and scores some goals.
Yeah.
And he's on form. Because I think that's what Southgate's done well, especially with forwards. He's gone, if you're on form, you're going to get in the squad. Cause
Yeah, definitely.
it makes a massive difference.
Especially now Vardy's retired. Can I just point something out quickly? Sorry to interrupt. United have had 17 shots and 7 on target. In the last 2 games, they've had at least 8 shots on target in both games and scored 1 goal in one game.
4 in this one.
And was it 0 in the other one?
Yes.
So
Because in a lot of them games,
we haven't wasted chances in this game the way that we have done. It's almost been a carbon copy of other games where we make chances, but we've actually scored them in this game.
like in a lot of those games, we're good at shooting at the keeper. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had so many shots at the goalkeeper, especially in that Watford game. It was ridiculous. Maguire, McTominay, Pogba, Martial and Rashford all putting good chances straight at the goalkeeper. Today we've seen some clinical finishing and we're 4-1 up. We've scored 4 of 7 shots on target. That's excellent return, but it's just the difference.
Usually
isn't it?
signifies good finishing and their keeper's awful.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that.
It was the first one, but I think the other 3 goals have been quality. Nothing you can do about them.
Just Stella Artois.
It's a Kronenberg.
Cronenberg, mate.
This is Kronenberg on here, yeah.
Never
1664.
drank either.
Do you want to taste it?
Do you want
No,
to
I
try?
don't.
Just a little
really.
sippy?
I think the smell of beer.
A sippity doodah?
Never had a pint.
Have you not?
No.
Can you
You've
taste
never
your
had-
first
you've
bit of beer
never
on
had
the
a
on those?
pint?
No.
You're not going to try it?
That might be a cultural thing.
What,
You've
what
never
culture?
had 1 pint.
What culture? They
I
have-
don't know.
if
How many
you-
black people do you see drink pints?
I
Oh,
saw there was
um,
pub on.
that's a great
Not
question.
that many though, is it?
Oh, by the way, Christmas
Google
Eve.
it.
I've got to tell you this. Christmas Eve. Go on.
Is that not?
Had a
So
good-
what? Go on. Right, I need to come back to that.
We'll come back to that. But I had a few beers because
Yeah.
it was Christmas Eve. I think you'd put a picture of yourself in a takeaway at a certain hour in the morning.
I was boozing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I walked into another pub to
Yeah.
get 1 drink and then it's home.
A man walks into
And
the
then-
pub.
Alex walks into a bar.
At the end of the bar is Dave Pritt, the lad that does the
No, is he?
Yeah. he does the
Dave
youth
Pritt, who
review.
does our youth review on Stretford Paddock.
I
Again,
just
check that out. That was a
went-
very good video that we put out the other day, Christmas Eve.
Got to
Yeah.
plug that.
Did you go and say hello to
Yeah,
him?
of course did, yeah. Very good
Did
chat.
you?
Yeah.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah. Top lad.
He's one of those who it sort of takes a little bit of coaxing sometimes, but his knowledge of the
He
youth
knows
team
his
is.
stuff and he's a good lad.
He's been to so many games and youth games under 18.
Every single club has one of them.
Yeah. Well, I think
Every
that-
single club
yeah,
has one of them.
There must have been a couple when
Yeah.
you were playing that
Yeah.
followed and
Yes,
Yeah,
they literally follow the youth team probably more.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
or than they-
Well, I think I
It was
can
a
see
guy
why,
like-
because you actually get access. You go and sit there, you speak to players' dads, you get
Yeah.
to talk to players after
and
games.
you get
like-
you actually get
alright.
proper insight into things
Yeah.
that are going on. Like
My
you're
little-
not going to know what the kind of mood of
No.
Rashford is before this game. You go up to his dad and go, "Oh, how's Ronaldo doing today?" And he goes, "He's all
Yeah.
right."
Go on, what you saying, Ronaldo?
I told you he's coming off. No, actually,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You knew
Devastated
it.
for the lad.
You
Played
knew
well,
it was
though.
coming off. Yeah, what you saying?
No, what I'm saying is during like my Oldham athletic stint, them 2 years with this guy.
Tell how old were you? So go on, talk us through that
16,
for those that don't know.
17. All right.
Yeah.
I was playing there. They literally had. There was this guy, this old man. He must have been. I can't remember his name. He literally followed home and away, wherever it was in the country.
Well, like under 17,
under
under
18s,
18s.
every single youth game. And what he also did is he put it to himself as he'd try and find out team news and tweet it. He would say, "Oh, score!" If someone scores, he's tweeting it, saying it with their names and stuff. And he never missed the game the whole 2 years that I was there
Really? See that? But you know what though?
as a youth team.
Like
For
we were
someone
just saying
to
there.
like I said, for someone to follow, there's a lot of positives to follow that because, like I
Yeah.
said, you get a bit more access. You're gonna have a chat with the players.
You know the only downside
Yeah.
to that, and I think the reason it's always good to have a team at least in the football league that you follow. You can't really chat to your mates in the pub like, "Oh, did you see that goal?
Yeah, I think that was the
Ted
one
and
thing.
Mengi scored the other
Yeah.
day." Like no one knows that. There's a very small sort of social circle you can surround yourself with. A lot of S's. But yeah, other than that, like I said, in terms of access and feeling like you're actually part of a
I'm
club,
still watching really good football as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
it's really
what-
high standards. A lot of them. Imagine how good it'd feel. Like you see Greenwood when he's 13 playing for the under-16s, and you're like, he's going to be a special kid, he is. And then now you see him
Yeah.
playing for the first team. You'd feel like your son playing, watching almost.
Wait,
wouldn't it?
wait. Yeah, keeper is
Like your mate or your
keeper's
son
dodgy.
playing.
You know? What? Jeez.
Yeah. What's that? BHP production there. Is he being a bit? Is he on the point there, Ronaldo? You can read that without speaking it out. Is that what does that mean?
40s.
What 40?
I don't know what that means.
Is that 40 ounce? As in,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
But that's an American thing, though. Isn't it? That's not.
I definitely don't drink
There was
40s.
there was a drinking game in America. I never.
It's an
did it,
American
'cause
thing. 40s drinks
There
in
was
ounces.
Edward 40 hands. And you got,
That's not even close to
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
no, but this is the game. So you got a 40 ounce.
Yeah, and you tape them to your
Tape them
hands.
to your hands, and you couldn't let them. You couldn't take them off until you finished them.
I like the
This
sound
is
of
a-
that.
I would take him off.
Yeah, but then you lose the game, mate. That's the
Yeah.
point.
500 likes for Ronaldo to down a can. Yeah, I mean, that's more likes than we've got viewers. So if we get 500 likes,
well,
That's
Ronaldo
not
will down a
happening. That's
pint.
not happening.
250 for you just to have a can.
Just to taste it. Just to taste beer.
250 for just
250
taste
likes, you'll
beer.
taste beer. Ronaldo's never tasted beer before.
You've got two premium ones.
He'll have
You've
he'll
got-
have a
not-
sip of beer if we get 250 likes. I know it's not much of a thing, but he's never tasted it before.
That's a good. Go
I
on.
don't know about that.
You wouldn't
Why
taste
not?
a sip
A
of beer
99.
Right.
if we get 250 likes, Ronaldo would taste beer. I mean, he's just going to taste it and go, "Oh, that's all right." But yeah, that'd be nice. Ball into the box from
Ball into the box.
Newcastle, overhit that. It's a goal kick to United.
All that I'm waiting for now is for 5-2 to come in, really.
300 likes for a drunk student. Most of them are like.
We're not
all
far off
drunk,
anyway.
Yeah.
I've had half a bottle of wine. I'm doing all right. Oof. That's slightly down the road.
I reckon we could do one with Kieran, we could get absolutely.
Kieran, did you see that shot he did? It was a triple shot of whiskey, gin, vodka, and hot sauce. Yeah. And he down that, and I thought he was going to be sick, and I felt bad for him. But he did it, bless him.
We have said that we might do a ridiculous show where it's.
Yeah, but this is going to involve me getting pissed 5 nights a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can't really do that
No.
in terms of kidneys and lifestyle, etc. I've got to limit it. It's Christmas, so that's one thing. Maguire pushing up into the midfield there, getting fouled from behind by I think Joelinton though. Is it maybe Dwight Gale? Luke Shaw then on the left.
Adam would be keen for a very, very drunk.
Yeah.
podcast.
Luke Shaw just says, deal with that.
Luke Shaw
Yeah.
just blasts it into sort of a central area. Fred. Oh, I was worried he was going to dive in there.
Jay Johnson is very against the alcohol. He's said that Ronaldo don't become an alcoholic.
He's not going to become an
He's not gonna
alcoholic.
be an
Ronaldo does
alcoholic
drink.
after a
He just
sip
doesn't
of
drink beer. That's
Kronenbourg.
all. We're not trying to stop a sober man. We're not going to make
And
a
to be
sober man
fair-
start drinking again.
This is because it's Christmas. You know?
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas, so
Christmas Cronenbergs. Merry Christmas, everyone. 171 likes, Ron. If we get 250, Ronaldo will taste the first sip of beer in his whole life.
Yep.
He's never had it, that yeasty experience. Those hops, that yeast.
Right, here's a statistic anyway.
Water. Time.
Mason Greenwood has scored 88 goals this season in all comps. Only Jadon Sancho in Europe as a teenager has scored more.
You say 88 goals? Then?
8.
Goals. Great ball. Mata Pereira Greenwood! Oh, he almost made it 9 there.
In the big 5 leagues anyway, because we know Haaland.
Yeah, in the top 5 leagues, only Sancho has scored more goals as a teenager than Mason Greenwood this season.
Which is...
And let's face it, he's been very much a sort of, European team. Yeah, bit part player, exactly.
That beer looks a little red.
It's a little red because it's got a dash of red wine in from the same glass I just used to drink wine out of. Thank you very much. What are you doing? How dare you? Taking screenshots
Where
of
I've
me.
paused this.
Don't look at it. Ignore it. Delete it.
2 spoonfuls.
Hey Siri, delete that.
I'd rather
No.
2 spoonfuls of cinnamon.
Poor Ronaldo.
Cinnamon.
Get the likes up.
Get the likes up, yeah.
I used to be an infantryman in the US Army and alcohol is mandatory, lol. So I know, but I stopped. I don't think it's mandatory, is it? If anything, it's probably frowned upon. Maybe it's mandatory socially, but I don't think it's
everything
in the
that helps kill you,
guidebook.
everything that helps kill you seems to be mandatory
Yeah.
in the world.
Well, I mean, he's dealing with guns and stuff, so I suppose that's...
Yeah, you need to be...
I was stationed at Fort Campbell. 101st Alcohol and Partying in Nashville was a must. Are you telling the truth?
I think it might be.
You should make a Boilermaker. What's that?
Yeah,
Are we saying stuff that's rude here? Do you know sometimes when you
hope
just
not.
read a
You
comment
just
out,
read
you
to
see
me,
the
go.
first few sentences? Is it? We're hearing that the Boilermaker is a cocktail. Bobby Charlton in the crowd there. I've always thought they've looked a
As a
little
kid,
bit
you
similar,
drank-
those two. He looks happy. He doesn't really, does he? I'm sure he is, though.
The
And then who's that behind him?
Ham
It's
is on,
David Gill
said
behind him.
that Mad Dog 2020. Have you ever had Mad Dog?
Yeah, I've had it,
2020?
yeah.
It's bad for you.
It's not a beer, though, is it?
No.
It's like a sort
Beer
of...
was for your dad.
Oh, beer's for your dad. Okay, sorry.
Mad Dog 2020 is bad stuff. It's not good for you.
It's like 20% in it, and it tastes like an Alcopop, but it's 5 times stronger. Poor distribution there, Maguire, Pogba. Oh, actually, it was poor. It was actually poor control from
bit of
Pogba,
everything.
wasn't it? That's beer and whiskey. Is that a Boilermaker?
Oh no.
We've got a little bit of whiskey there, but I'm going to be
I don't
absolutely.
want to open
Where would this
the
put us in
whiskey.
the league, by the way?
This will put us up to 6th, I believe.
6th.
Let's check it out. Ball over the ball. Was that Atsu? No, it's
Let's
Longstaff
have
again.
a look at some...
Statisticians.
Watford
This will put us up to 7th in the Premier League, just 1 point behind Sheffield United if things stay as they are.
Watford games ruined us, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has.
I would donate $100 if Ronaldo downs a whole can right now. Do you know what? Donate it first, and I promise he'll do it. I know that sounds silly, but you'll do it.
$100.
$100.
Don't know if I'm capable of doing that.
You wouldn't download. You download like a robot. You wouldn't
attempt
down a
it.
can for $100. Mata on the ball, out to Pereira on the left, cut inside.
Too slow. Though.
Fred. Again, it's just slowed down now. We've allowed Newcastle to come back. Wan-Bissaka stretching there. That worries. Do you know when you see a player stretch for a ball like that? You're just worried about hamstrings, personally. Fred again.
Luke
back
Shaw's
to
just
Pogba.
thinking now, 15 minutes, and it's turkey
I've got
sandwiches.
a turkey and stuff
Turkey sandwiches.
in the locker.
Bit of cranberry sauce there.
Do you know those communal baths they used to have in dressing rooms? Do they still do that? Ronaldo, you'll know better than us.
I don't
Those
think
big,
they do.
those big, massive baths. You always used to see like the Arsenal team of the early '90s in those baths.
place Arsenal?
No, yeah, 11th place Arsenal.
Oh,
Glasses have
again.
gone. Do they still have those baths in professional
don't
dressing
think they do.
rooms? Those big communal baths they used to have where people used to sit in there and drink cocktails and eat sausages and that.
Communal baths. We'd have bathtubs.
Yeah, but no, they used to have those big ones with the tiled sides. You used to see players sat in them, 7 or 8 players sat in them.
No, they've got to do
that
it now.
depends on the money the club has.
Right, okay,
No.
fair enough. They seem to
Martin
have gone a
Pease,
little bit.
Are you a fan of a snake bite?
Oh, I like a snake
I'm a
bite.
fan of snake bite.
Yeah, it's lager and cider, isn't
They
it?
get you
Lager and cider,
scary.
isn't it?
Yeah.
They're good, they are. I like a snake bite and black as well. They're good.
Yeah.
Lager and black.
Guinness and Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, turbo. No, what are they called? What's the Guinness and Smirnoff Ice called again? There's a name for that.
Smirnoff Ice is not bad.
It's called. Oh, tell us what the name for a Guinness and a Smirnoff Ice is called, because there's a name for it and they're nice. You can
You ever had a Guinness? Ronaldo, no.
or Gwyneth Paltrow as they're often known. That's what I call them anyway.
Guinness. That stinks as well.
What? Are you coming to
Guinness
Ireland
is
with us?
Oh,
When's that? Oh, the Dublin.
The amount.
We're not sure yet. Probably in a couple of months.
The amount of Guinness we're drinking there is going to be scary.
Top is pushing it, Gary. What's it called when you have a Guinness and a Smirnoff Ice in the same glass? There's a name for that. No one's telling us.
No one wants to tell us.
What am I saying? It took me years to stop drinking. Haven't drank liquor since 2012. Congratulations,
Fair play.
Johnson. 9 years. Well, soon to be 10, presumably. Well done, mate.
Fair play.
What's the longest you've gone without drinking? Do you ever do? You do sober October, don't you?
I'm doing dry January.
Dry January.
I'm actually looking forward to it because whilst this is fun, I'm like,
Did you watch Gavin and Stacey yesterday?
no, so don't spoil anything.
I'm just going to say one line. There's one line where the Gavin's mum.
Don't spoil it.
I'm
No.
not.
spoil it.
It
I'm gonna
couldn't
tell
be.
you what
It's nothing to do with the storyline. I promise. It's just one little joke where she says, "Oh, I'll have another drink. I'm drinking as much as I can because I'm doing dry January." Which is a nice little. That is the
kinda
way
what-
everyone
it's
views it,
kinda
isn't
what
it?
I'm doing,
I'll drink
yeah.
all of January's drinks in December. So double up December is what it should be called,
One
and then
on the
followed
floor.
by dry January.
When
Yeah,
the
I
sack
did
is
it.
down.
Are you doing double up December?
I'm not saying double up, but I'm not being.
You're not being stingy with the beers.
Definitely not. No.
No. Oh,
If someone
for
says
God's
we go for a-
sake, what's he done? Ankle.
I think you just got stamps on. I think.
Hopefully, Wan-Bissaka wincing and holding his foot there. If anyone's not watching the game,
Yeah, we don't
obviously
need
a
that.
worry because.
Oh, the match. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What about the match, lol? Red Witch is a snake biting tequila. Jesus,
Oh.
malarkey.
Oh no.
That's some awful business. That. So
had-
cider, lager, and tequila all in one.
What's the worst drink you've ever had?
Mm.
Been
I'll
given.
tell you what. We used to do this thing called a dirty pint,
Oh no.
which
see
is
now.
people used to have it on their birthdays. So it's a shot of basically a shot of everything you've got, and then Bailey's. And I tell you what, the
Badger.
Do you know what the Bailey's does? the Bailey's curdles.
It's a Badger.
So you've got a nice chewy
No.
sort of muesli type Bailey's situation
No,
going on.
No.
Absolutely hideous. Yeah, dirty pint.
Why do you want to drink something?
What's the worst
Because it's
thing
your
you've
friends
ever?
Why
trying
do
to
you drink
punish
something
you
that's called
for having a birthday.
What's the worst thing
No,
that
what,
you've
why do you drink
had?
something called a Badger?
Maguire!
Oh! You can't head it in, so you're trying to score
Maguire,
screamers.
25 yards out, almost rifling one into the top corner there. Why would you drink something called a badger? Because I think the badgers are one of the most underrated bits of wildlife in the British Isles, mate. That's why.
But isn't a Badger basically?
It's a dog that don't want to see you.
Is it basically a
So here's
lunatic?
one.
Like
What's
a
the
little?
worst-
Is it a lunatic hamster or something? Isn't that what a Badger is?
Yeah, it's like a lunatic
It's a lunatic hamster.
No, it's more like it's just a shy dog. Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, everyone's having a shot now.
Yeah, this is nice.
They're all just
thought
like,
Badgers-
This game feels like Christmas, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just
everyone
like
just
everyone-
lining up.
no,
have a
you have
shot.
a go. Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought badgers and raccoons are not.
With Newcastle with a kit that looks like a humbug. Let's be honest.
I thought
Black and
badgers-
white stripes.
badgers and
So,
raccoons
so the dirty pint. But what if?
Mm.
What's the worst drink you've had that you've ordered from a bar? What's like the worst concoction that someone said? Here you
Water.
go. Here you
I like
go.
water.
Try this.
Water's probably the best drink in it. Let's be honest. The worst drink I've had from a bar. I'm really again.
Oh, I
this-
know. Jack
Go on.
Daniels.
You not like
Just
Jack
Jack Daniels.
I don't like John Smith's at all.
Okay.
John Smith's, Mansfield Smooth, and Tetley's.
Yeah.
All three of them to me really have
not
a
a
kind of.
smooth fan,
This
though.
tastes like an old man's jumper that's been boiled in a pot for 2 or 3 days, and then just someone's put a bit of
Pogba's
combination
in?
to it. Pogba. Not quite. Yeah,
So
those
I
those
got-
kind of your low end bitters. I like a bitter.
So I got bought on my birthday
This is going to be
a
hideous, isn't
liquid cocaine shot was what it was.
it? Right.
Right. So it
Remember,
was,
Stretford Paddock doesn't
yeah.
condone drug use.
no, it's no drug use.
Okay.
No. This
Unless
was
they're pharmaceuticals.
unless it's,
No, even you know what?
Unless it's
Unless-
prescribed.
Yeah, but people have prescribed opioids and they're addicted to them, aren't they?
yeah. So don't do that.
That's a very American thing, though,
Unless the
isn't it?
GP's
okay.
giving you a
So,
Yeah, if you're buying them from the...
So it starts off
Go on.
with Jaeger.
Mhm.
Then it's got Goldschlager, which is a cinnamon liqueur,
Mhm.
and then Rumpelminz, which is
Rumpelmints.
Rumpelminz. It's called.
Okay.
It's a minty
Mm.
shot.
So cinnamon and mint kind of works.
All
I've
that
had
with
cinnamon.
Jaeger. But
Yeah.
all that together
Nah.
is like, it's not the best.
No, that sounds really bad.
It's not the best.
Calling,
The Americans are.
calling his kids beer. Yeah, that's
It
pretty
is,
true.
yeah.
But you know what? I had a couple pints of Carling the other day. It just tastes like... Do you know if you just got like lager? Do you know when you go to a pub?
And just go,
or like a
give me
sitcom or
lager.
something, and or on a TV show where they don't have brands because they don't have any deals with anyone. They just go, lager, please, bartender, and they're like, coming right up.
It's
like,
definitely Carling.
Like no one goes,
It's
what
definitely
lager do you
Carling,
want?
isn't it?
Yeah, that's Carling. That's just lager, isn't it? Andrea Yedlin booked there. I'm not sure why. Carling or Heineken.
Probably for
Stephen
the
Howson. Stephen Howson is a big fan of Heineken, and for me, it's bang average.
I'm not a fan of Heineken draft or in the bottle, but
Nope.
the cans that Steve buys,
There's something
better. There's
you know
something
what?
better
It
about
reminds
the
me of
cans
being here, and that's
from
why I
Heineken.
like them. But
Yeah.
Heineken itself, Heineken on
I would
draft
never.
is
I would
poor.
never go in.
No, I like a Lowenbrow. Do you like Lowenbrow? It's a bit of a rarity, but it's a nice. I would guess German.
Yeah,
but lager. But generally, I love a Guinness.
I love.
This has just become a drinking podcast, hasn't it? It's fantastic.
It's
not even a
Coors
podcast.
Light. Now here's the Coors Light thing that's weird.
Right, go on. Go on. Say what you're going to say.
Bottle of Coors Light
Yeah.
tastes very watery, and
Yeah.
it's just too easy to drink. It's like It is just drinking
Fizzy water,
right?
Perrier.
But then you have it in a pint in the UK,
Mm.
and it's quite a strong premium lager, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Get it draft in America, it's like the fizzy water again. So
Yeah.
how can there be three different
emotions.
versions?
I
of
think
the
with
same
Coors
beer?
Light, all those light lagers, if you're sat in your house drinking a Coors Light, sad. If you're on a beach and the weather is hot,
It's mint.
and you've got you've walked to the pub, you're sweating, your back's a bit wet, you're doing that little tug on the t-shirt to kind of get a bit of draft going at your back, and the Coors Lager lands in front of you, and you down half of it before even thinking.
So what else?
It's not bad then, but other than that, come on.
Heineken stubby cans, yeah,
Stubby
they're
cans.
good. That's what we have.
This isn't your kind of chat, is it?
Carlsberg
That
Ronaldo.
lager chat.
We'll ask
Ronaldo's
you
checked
about
out.
the football in about a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
once
I'll be
we've
back in
been
a
through
sec,
all these.
Ronaldo, mate. Drink responsibly, kids.
Of
Yeah,
course,
if you're
definitely.
under
Yeah.
18, make sure you do only have 6 or 7 pints. We don't want any problems.
So
you can't
what's
give
this
booze
one?
to a baby.
Oh, I'm go back to that one. Feldschuzen, Swiss beer, very refreshing.
Okay.
Someone said Moretti. I'm a fan of Moretti, but it's very strong. And
Yeah, I don't.
That's where you get.
Do you know
silly
what?
on
Moretti's
Moretti.
popped up in the last 3 or 4
It
years.
just
Where did
appears.
Moretti come
I don't
from?
know, but it's
Who's
got
brought
popular.
that out? I bet you that's one of the
I like
big
a
boys
Moretti.
who's brought out an alternative, because Moretti didn't exist 10 years ago. I'm sure it did, but you never saw it anywhere, did you?
So
There's a big push
my
for it.
Americans that are in the chat, because there's always a few Americans.
Yeah.
Have you heard of PBR? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah.
It's the cheapest of beers, but
I like it.
it's class.
Silver can, blue little label on it.
Yeah, straight down.
Ronaldo looks so bored. He is bored.
He
He's
is
never
bored.
tried
We're talking
lager.
about-
We've been talking about
we're
lager for the last
talking
5
about
minutes. But do you know what? We've talked about lager, and the chat has lit up.
Yeah, it has.
I can't be involved in
For,
this kind of
for
chat.
legal reasons.
For legal reasons.
Ronaldo currently has litigation out.
Someone
against-
said dark fruits. Dark fruits. is
Wait,
just-
are we talking about cider?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mate. Are you a dark fruits fan?
I'm definitely more of a cider person.
Oh, now we found
insider
Right.
information. That's what we're getting here.
Copperberg, Recorderlin.
Recorder league. Yeah. Oh, it's a badger. That's what it's called. What am I
Any-
about?
That's why I
right.
said badger before.
Sorry, mate. I didn't get the link. A snake. Pogba on the edge of the box, out to Luke Shaw. Sorry, it just felt something exciting happening there.
Oh, it's
Drifting
a
up to the back post.
Well, that keeper, I'm
and
not sure he's.
He
Dubravka
didn't like that.
Takes
though,
it.
did he,
No,
that
he's
keeper?
not. Don't like anything. Yeah, a Guinness and Smirnoff Ice is called a badger, and they're lovely.
Okay.
Drinking a julep right now. Jupiler. Oh, I thought you meant a julep, like a mint julep. That's a cocktail that's quite nice. Ronaldo looks like he's sat in year 9 RE. Because he's just bored, looking at the
Bored.
front.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Matter on the ball. Ah, lucky boy.
Ex-alcoholic goes back to drinking.
More
after
like,
watching
more
this
like,
channel.
more like
Yeah.
year 9 science.
If there are any alcoholics in the chat,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
yeah, we'll talk about something else if you want.
Ooh,
Someone said
That's a heavy
Peroni,
challenge
Peroni
there.
or San Miguel.
Peroni or San Miguel?
I like San Miguel,
San Miguel.
but it's scarily. It's another one that's strong, and
It's
if
5,
you go
innit?
pints in
All of
San
those that
Miguel,
are
you're
over
in.
5.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Who's that?
Sweet or dry cider, Ronaldo.
It's got to be sweet
Yeah.
cider. It's got to taste like juice.
Is that
That's-
what you like? You like juice, don't you?
I like flavoury things,
You
innit?
like cocktails.
I like sweet things.
Yeah, sweet things. That's the key.
That's why I can't drink.
half a lager shandy.
Yeah.
I don't think I could order half a lager shandy.
No.
I don't think physically I could go to the bar and go, "Can I have half?"
Half
a
as
lager?"
well.
It's a quarter of a beer you're getting.
Yeah. Pretty sad, isn't it, really? Let's be
I
honest.
just can't do it.
No. Free kick then. Fred into the box. Not first man, I suppose, but the first man in the box near post. He really is.
We can't.
Might as well
how we
cross
can't-
it in.
But here's the thing, right? Let's just think for a second. You look at all the teams in the bottom half of the table. A lot of them focus on set pieces as a way to score against the top teams, don't they? We've got players as good as those teams' players. Surely,
I've never
I
got
know
like, set pieces.
it
Should
doesn't
be
make
for
any
me
sense because I
something you should be able to do set pieces.
yeah,
like because
every
especially-
team should be good at set pieces.
It's different when you're. I've got to say, if you're a Man City who's not even got, well, no, they got Otamendi in there that can head the ball, but they've not really got.
Who
many
scored against us from a set piece? By
They've
the
not
way,
got many players. That
No,
can
they're
head
a
the ball.
short team.
But we're a team that have got two decent
Pogba,
centre-halves.
Maguire,
Pogba that can head the ball.
yeah. As we've seen today, Rashford's an absolute king in the.
He's awesome.
No, we don't have many players, but again, like
But even
look at-
even Mourinho, when we had
yeah,
14 players that could head the
Fellaini
ball,
scored occasionally.
but we never looked comfortable over set pieces.
No, it's just really weird. Like when you play a team in the FA Cup, if we got Lincoln in the FA Cup, for example, just picking a team out of nowhere,
All they're
you
gonna
would
do
expect
is,
them to be threatening from set pieces.
Yeah.
We've got players as good at putting the ball in the box as Lincoln, and yet we never ever score or look threatening from set pieces.
Yeah.
Anyway, Newcastle Brown Ale isn't made in Newcastle anymore. Fair enough. Our boys are really tired now. We are English. What's cringe? Don't know what that means. Cringe. People say cringe.
Cringe.
I get bottles of Polish hazelnut bison vodka from my Polish friends at work. That's nice. Yeah, I've tried that. That's a
Bison vodka.
I think it's it's got grass in it. Bison
There you
grass.
go. Vegan. Set there, Ronaldo, right?
Do you like vodka?
Um,
If it's with like an orange juice or something, like a screwdriver. You're not really a drinker, are you?
no, I'm very limited.
Oh, yeah. So what do you drink then? Tell us what you drink.
Rum.
Is that it?
Just so rum and
Greenwood
Coke.
on his left foot.
Oh, you could have
Back
went
to
down
Fred.
there.
Yeah, good. Fred. Oh, for
They're all
God's
having a shot
sake.
now, aren't they?
Fred and Pereira taking them long shots. It's
Yeah.
just...
Tiger last night. I'm a fan of a Tiger beer. When you're having is it Chinese? Chinese in Tiger beer, or is it Indian?
Racist.
You know this? No, that's, in no way is that racist.
I'm only joking. No, I think Tiger is in Chinese.
See, you don't even know either.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
Thai.
Google it.
I think Tiger beer is Thai. Google Tiger beer, but yeah, there's a lot of
Tiger Woods.
What a player. Tiger beer.
which country Tiger beer from? There you go. Malaysia. I'm seeing Malaysia. Go, yeah.
Let's go to their website and see what happens.
If anyone knows what flavor, where Tiger beer is from, go back because
go
there's
back. Well,
someone
people
asking
will
the
say.
question about it. What football? Yeah, exactly.
What
We're
football?
4-1
We're
up.
4-1. Singapore.
88 minutes ago. Singapore. Okay, great.
So
I've
usually
been to
people have
Singapore.
it from. Usually you have it with a Chinese takeaway. Don't you?
Yeah.
That's
They
the
give it you
standard
in
the UK.
Chinese.
Yeah.
I like Tiger beer. I like all of those takeaway beers. I like Singer. I like Tiger. I like what else is there? Kingfisher. All of those ones you get in sort of. I like the occasion of having a different beer, an Asian beer, when you're on a night out. I love that. Asahi, there's another good one. Japanese beer. Tiger. Yeah.
Someone saying Tiger's Indian now.
Oh well, Singapore is.
Like Brewdog IPA. Didn't your dad have some IPA? Was it?
Yeah, it was Goose Island. He had.
If United make top four, get Ronaldo to do a pint tasting.
180 likes. Again, if we get to 250 likes, Ronaldo will taste lager for the first time in his life. We're only 60 likes away. So, 70 likes away, sorry. So, Pereira into the box, Paul, really. Come on, we've got 2 minutes. If everyone likes the video who hasn't liked it, Ronaldo's going to taste lager for the first time.
Cobra's the Indian beer that's...
Cobra's another one. Come on, like the video, please. It really helps us out as well. It helps us get more people see the video, and it just helps us out.
Is this a watch along? Of course it's a watch along.
It is a watch along.
We're
You can
still
see at the bottom.
watching.
The score.
I'm watching.
When things happen, we'll tell you.
Pogba,
Oh.
just giving the ball away there on the edge of the box.
Yeah, the game's kind of.
I like Cobra Goose Islanders from
Died.
Chicago. Yeah, the game's died a little bit, but 4-1. No goals in the second half.
Yeah, I
Or is
think-
it 1 goal in the second half?
One goal. I think
the one.
Newcastle were like, we can't lose more than 4-1. That's
Yeah, they've not really
That's
done
good
anything,
enough.
have they? Second half, they've not tried.
No.
195 likes. Come on, it's just 55 more, and Ronaldo's going to taste lager
You've
for the
got
first
a
time, and they
minute
give
and
us
a
a
half.
review. Come on, we've got 2.5 minutes. If you
Come on.
haven't liked the video, 207. Come on, it's shooting up. Ronaldo, are you excited, mate?
I'm going to refresh.
35 more likes in. He's tasting that lager. That's
209.
Sweet. 209. Come on. 40 likes and he'll taste lager for the first time.
Just me having a pint.
It's crazy. Also, we'll get a dog on here and he'll taste lager for the first time as well.
I
We'll
won't.
get Diesel.
I reckon
give him a
Diesel.
nice bowl full of lager. You know for a fact that Steve's given Diesel lager before.
Absolutely. And Red Bull.
210 likes. Come on, 40 more. There's 342 of you
I'd
in
like
here.
United to be 5-1.
If you haven't liked the
Won't
video,
matter.
give it a like, and Ronaldo, you will see Ronaldo taste lager for the first time. Come on, you got 2 minutes. Give it a like.
We're asking a football question. What
This is
did you
good.
think about the change 4-3-3 when Pogba came on?
I think they've looked good since
I
Pogba's been
don't
on.
think
They've
it's
controlled
a
the game
change in
better.
4-3-3. I think Pogba was just the more advanced. He was closer to 228.
228! 22 more likes. You've got a minute and a half. You have to like it now. I feel like
Because we
you know
literally
when we used to do those
end.
countdowns. We're selling these gems, these necklaces. You got 30 seconds for this deal. 15 more likes. Come on. This is like Babe Station, but even worse. Come on.
We've got a little bit longer because I
Gary
have to go all the way
Thompson's
over
thing.
there.
You got to go all the way there. You got a minute, 20 seconds. We need 13 more likes. And
13,
Ronaldo
13.
will taste lager for the first time. He's going to have a lovely sip of this. 12 more
Is
likes.
it really for the first time? No, is it?
Yeah, don't just pretend it is. Anyway, he doesn't drink
Come on.
lager. He's never had a pint in his life.
Never had a pint.
You've never had a pint, have you? Then we'll leave it at that.
Why is it that?
12 likes. Come on. There's 340 of you in here. We can get 11 more likes in the
Why
next
is
10
it so
seconds.
special?
Come on.
247.
Oh, here we go. Right, Ronaldo.
It's going. It's
Come
going.
on, 3 more likes. Here we go. It's called beer pressure.
I like that. I like
Right,
that.
252. Ronaldo, take a big swig of that and
Big swig.
give us your review.
Yeah, I have to give your fingers worth at least.
Give us your review, mate. Come on, big swig. So you
Big swig.
really, taste it.
So
as well.
Yeah.
it smells a
It
bit.
stinks.
Yeah.
It stinks. It stinks.
Well, that's got red wine in it as well.
He hates it. What does it taste like? Have another sip. You've cleansed your palate. Have another one.
The second sip's better.
Yeah, the second sip. The first.
Always better.
Come on, one more sip.
That's terrible.
One more sip.
Go
We've
on,
got
another
270
sip.
likes.
Come
One more
on.
sip. I love this.
This is horrendous.
This is so
Brilliant.
good. 5 seconds to go. Come on, have a sip. What do you think? Give us a review. What are you tasting here? What do you like? What don't you like? What's up with it? You're pulling some weird faces here.
That's shocking.
That's shocking. And that's full time.
It's full time. I'm going to go over
Man
and try
United win 4-1. Alex is going
why
to
do
go
you-
finalise the score. Thank you very much for trying that.
Why do you drink beer, like-
Ronaldo? Thanks for watching us, guys. We're going to be back in probably 10 minutes for a review. You all right? What did you think to that? One final word from Ronaldo?
Bitter.
Bitter?
Sal.
Sour?
Tasteless.
Tasteless. All three of those things. Thank you very much for joining us. United have beat Newcastle 4-1. Alex is going to close the stream off for us. If you can work it out, press closer, and then you stop streaming after 10 seconds. Right, we'll see you next time. We'll see you for the review in a little bit. Be sure to join us for that. Thank you very much. Goodbye.